Hell Ranger 1 versus 5, and this is going to be Velocity Gaming winning TEC Challenger Series.
The clock is ticking down. Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3, powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD. We have ACT as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. Welcome back. We are now streaming the lower bracket of the finals. A little bit late, but we're all in this together. My name is Apollonia. I'll be your host for today, and joining me is Aggressive, caster, and analyst, and we're super excited to jump into today's match, which will be Team TAMILAS versus Global Esports. How are you feeling about it, Aggressive?
Team TAMILAS versus Global Esports. Lower brackets, these two teams have fought, the teams that have thrown them back into this matchup, and now they have fought their way back up once more. The revenge story was sweet for the side of GE, being able to take out Sane Rebellions, the team that actually forced them into those lower brackets. They were looking really strong, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to be bringing into this new matchup. But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we have a really, really big surprise for you. We all know and love Rafa. We all love his Omen plays and how aggressively he does play these Omens. So we did an interview with him just to see how he actually plays this Omen and what he can give to us as players to try and better ourselves in our Omen plays and also be the Omen div that we were meant to be. Let's move forward into that, shall we?
Hello, my name is Santosh Kumar and I'm Rafa from Team TAMILAS. Today I'm going to break down some of my plays in the Challenger series and give you guys insights on my favorite agent Omen.
I'll make them remember they're only human.
Back into the back corner. Good Molotov coming out.
Remember this?
From Harry right there. Rafa just chilling up on his backup side. Paranoia does not hit. Probably gonna get another
There's
kill.
a guy
Hope being
there.
the only one remaining. He doesn't know where he is. He's
Nice
still at the back of the side.
communication. Prior to this, I used my ultimate, which is, I can teleport anywhere on the map. So I used it teleport from A side to B side and planted the bomb there. I knew it would take some time for them to rotate all the way from A side. So I just hid near the boaters and waited for them to come. As you can see, I didn't have the paranoia ability. So I just dry picked them. I got one kill. So the one thing I couldn't believe it, they didn't know I killed them from boathouse. I guess they didn't communicate properly. Yeah.
Inspire other teams
I
to
remember
look
this.
to keep trying and be dedicated. You will get there. But right now, Rafa, aggressive through mid, finding 2 kills. Sierra going down as well as trump number 1. Who means the spike carrier is down and an advantage for Team TAMILAS. Last round
Easy
is
on
up.
tap.
Rafa is just tired of not being on the duelist. Get 3 kills.
Give me all
Get
the kills,
fourth. Rafa
please.
looking for it.
So we all know that Omen is a support player. You have to help your teammates enter the site and all that. But the thing is, if you are confident on your aim and not afraid of your opponents, I really think you can very well try to get the opening kills for your team and be an entry fragger / lurker / support player rather than a full support player. As you can see, we were leading 10-1. I knew the opponents weren't fragging at all. So I just went in there to get all the kills and get a highlight clip so that I can win another monitor from TEC. So with Omen, you can adopt to different play styles. Both passive and aggressive. I'm an very aggressive player. I like to play very fast. I try to entry or sometimes lurk for my team. So the second tip is that since you get 2 smokes in the start of the round and it has only 30 seconds cooldown, you can do wonders with it. You can fake bomb site, draw rotations, or do a wall of smokes for your teammates to cross. The third tip which I can give is very overpowered one-way smokes in every map. You can try to learn them. It will be very helpful to get the entry kills.
Man, oh man, Rafa is such an interesting player coming up from the side of Team TAMILAS solely because, he's a really aggressive guy. And the thing is, we have seen him on Omen, we have seen him on Phoenix, and even Jet. It's like he's a very aggressive player, but he kind of makes that work. And I think that's really cool because, not everyone can play a certain way, and Rafa's able to kind of adapt to fit himself better with his team.
Rafa, as a player, I would say that he is such a treat to watch in general. When you think about Rafa, you think about the plays that you can do, the way that you can move, and it just really brings out the two sides of Omen, being the defensive side, which is the controller, of course, and then the hyper aggressive side, which we see people like Flex Ninja bring out, and Rafa, being such a talented player, is able to bring that to this scene as well at such a high tier. That is really difficult. But that Rafa is not the only one that we have in store for you. We know him, we love him. It's gonna be our boy SK Rossi bringing us a profile on Jet.
Hello guys, my name is Ganesh, also known as SK Rossi, and I play Valorant for Global Esports. Today I'm going to break down some of my plays in the Challenger series and give you guys some insights on my favorite agent, Jet.
What would you all do without me?
Three members, Roki will take down Outranger, but SK Rossi's there to save the day. And
I
Khan
remember
will
this
find
clip.
Blackhawk. This could be a thrifty round for Save Rebellious Gaming or SK
I think I just
Rossi to
say
bring the
skill
glory
stick
back
this.
to Global Esports and try to get it even on the
I'm trying to
scoreboard.
flick.
It's a 2v1 situation. Rossi
Yeah, that was all
will
me guys.
follow Mustard.
Skills was only
Double
sticking the
kill.
defuse.
Beautifully done.
This is the 3v3 situation. I get the info that one guy is in backside, so I get that kill. So me and Skills will decide to retake it. Then calls come from that one guy is Octagon B long. So basically I kill the long guy based on the info my teammate gave. And now I just say, Skills, just stick the defuse. I got the last guy. I go on top, looking both directions. I get that kill. Luckily I got that flag.
Pretty wild. Oh my goodness, Buster. He picks up a double.
If I miss, we lose the round. If I miss a single shot, we lose the round here. But I don't miss. I don't miss.
Spot carrier kill. What did Rossi just do?
Well, I don't
He
miss.
finds the fourth. 14 is to 13.
I just hope for them to teleport, and they did. And after I hear all those teleport, I was like, okay, I got what I wanted. Now it's all about me hitting all those shots, because it's really important for us to win that first round in the overtime. It will gain confidence in the team. So I was like crystal clear, like I have to hit all my shots here. I shouldn't miss a single one. So it's kind of round confirmed after this, and I get a call that he's Heaven. So I looked at Heaven, but I think I saw something in CT. So I was like, okay, wait, he's CT, and I just directly flicks onto him. I won't even wait for my teammate. Yeah, this round was so good. So you're a duelist, you need to crack open the side, so be dynamic as possible. Constantly keep asking for flashes, smokes, and recons and stuff, and you need to be the first guy to enter the side using your dash ability. So what you can do is you can use your cloud burst also. So if you're good with an op, Jet is the agent made for operators in this game, especially because the spells are it's amazing. You can take any kind of shots, any risky shots, and you can dash out, use your smokes to escape. So just be good with your aim, be dynamic, be confident. Just keep practicing, you'll get good with it.
Oh man, SK Rossi, the mean Jet main with insane opping skills. We don't want to keep you guys waiting, so let's head over into the map screen. We've got word that both the teams are very much ready to go head-to-head against each other. So remember, it is going to be Team TAMILAS versus Global Esports. And for map number 1, we have Haven. And I believe that it was chosen by Team TAMILAS. And as for the map number 2 and map number 3, Ascent and Split, they were both choices from the side of Global Esports. So going into map 1, Haven. Both these teams have such an insane history when it comes to this map. We've seen multiple comebacks, we have seen the impossible, and what more, they thrive the most on the side of attack. So how do you think this is going to pan out here, Aggressive?
Haven, as you know, the triple bomb strikes equals to a very attacker favored map. But when it comes to the defensive half as well, both teams are quite potent because the way they play their defense is the way they play their attack. They love to take those fights. They love to try and get that first pick. And as a defender, it is a little bit more dangerous when you think about playing Haven as a much more hyper aggressive map, because if you try to play it proactively instead of reactively, you find a lot of the situations that you see on defense where one member goes down and one side is just completely open, and the rotations are going to take so long that the enemy team will be able to capitalize and enter into a site. So there has to be some form of a playstyle change. But Team Tamilas, they're looking really strong on the map of Haven, so they have an extremely higher chance of taking one away from GE at the bare minimum.
Indeed, and GE has been doing a little bit of shuffling with their players. We now see Skills on a duelist. Let's see if they are going to continue that. And Skills, he is a huge member for GE. He's been getting so many frags and duelists where he is comfortable in. The fact that he gets to play that now, Team Tamilas, they have to watch out. But one thing we cannot deny is that throughout the entirety of all these challenges series, Team Tamilas, they have grown an immense amount. Now we can head over into the match. It seems like both teams are ready. And yeah, for Team Tamilas here, starting out on the side of attack, we have seen them improve. We've seen them grind their way to the top.
That goes there.
We can't just, write them off just yet. Now,
This
Global
goes
Esports
here.
on the side of defense, we see Blackhawk here on the Cypher, so we know that Skills will be on that Phoenix. All right, so this is going to be a really juicy matchup, and kicking it off, we do see dark covers across the map and the recon bolts from Sovas on both ends, and it seems like they are running a perfectly identical team composition. First blood drawn by Blackhawk with a headshot, stepping up, killing his clone. And this is going to be Rafa looking to trade that kill out. Skills takes a peek, fires a shot. He's just going to back away. Rafa with a little bit of backup from Jet. Throws in that curveball. He's making his way over. Team Tamilas, they are fighting, and they will get the spike planted here on the B side.
They do have the spike planted. Post-plant scenario, though, 4 versus 5 is the member counts. But ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to break into the side. But B side, when it comes to the retake, is a lot more difficult. A lot more angles to cover, and a lot more angles to grow through. But Zoid, the shots do not hit, and SK Rossi with his dance able to take him off. 3 versus 5 goes into the scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Jin spots out SK Rossi. He's just chilling on the back corner. But SK Rossi, he's gonna hit the one tap, but it's not gonna be enough. Flexco answering back from the side. They're cleaning up house one after the next. Is Rafa versus Hellranger already. 1v1 is the scenario, but Rafa with the backstab is able to take him out. And Team Tamilas take one round off the board, and a very important round in the pistol round coming into their favor on the map of Haven on attack. That's going to give them such a big edge when they're trying to go into a lot of these second halves.
Indeed, Team Tamilas off to a great start there. Down to a 1v1. So, the round was still close. And so many frags just happened so quick. Flex there, finding that double, but Skills and Hellranger stepping in. This 1v1, Hellranger not exactly looking at the right direction. You could say a little bit of, misfortune there. But Rafa, if anything, you can count on him. We see him on the Omen. This time he's going to pull out that Phoenix and to be able to adapt so well. We understand why he comes out on top of many situations like this. It's not the first time. So by a general rule of thumb, we know Global Esports, they will be going for this eco here. And Team Tamilas, they can look for a pretty easy round. But they have to take note that, Global Esports, they're no strangers to thrifty rounds as well. But Team Tamilas, let's see how they are going to plan and pull off a very smooth attack. Or will they face Global Esports with a massive bit of defense and flex there? He's going to take down SK Rossi with that headshot. Team Tamilas, they still have the man advantage, and they're looking pretty strong here.
But Hellranger with the Deagle, you do not want to see this with the Sheriff in hand. He's trying to find one, but Rafa is able to take him out. But Blackhawk answers back with the refrag, but it is a 2 versus 4 post-plant scenario and no guns for the side of Global Esports. They either need to go for the try or try and save their KDs at the bare minimum, or go for exit frags, because at this stage, you're not going to be able to get anything. So the rounds have slowed down, and yep, the entirety of Global Esports are getting in position to try and get a couple of exit frags, so their money is going to look a little bit more pretty moving forward.
Indeed, and I'm not mad at this, kind of like save scenario here with Skills and the Sova, solely because, giving those extra kills to Team Tamilas will just help the economy thrive more. But it looks like Skills might try to go for some cheeky kills here, and, I'm up for it. The spike will go boom any second now, and this is Skills. He's firing away! Skills! Whiffing those shots! Oh man, it is not his day. Kappa just running for his life. Hey, he'll pretty much be safe there. But, oh man, what do you have to say about that, Aggressive?
I think Skills was just not ready. He was like, "Okay, boys, let him come, let him come." And he's like, "What? What? Why is there an omen here? What is he doing here? I was not ready for this." And he does get taken out right there, but still some damage being done. One member lost, a bit of extra money for the bank, and Kappa still being alive means that no ult point was given to the enemy, so they still do have a strong economy in their side. People forget this a lot when it comes to these eco rounds, that saving your life in a lot of these scenarios is not really a bad thing, because think of it like this. You're giving your ult, like when you get a kill you get one ult point, correct? So you're giving your enemy a lot of ult charge in the long run, and that is just going to snowball the effect that Team Tamilas have on their side. And Global Esports, they played it smart, they played it well, they waited it out, but Skill's not getting that kill is unfortunate, but he would have been taken down anyway, so no harm, no foul, as they were going to be moving forward. Was a short bit of a pause for 6 seconds, but the match is going to be moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, Kappa using the recon bolt to spot out one, but Hellranger coming out on top on that engagement is able to take out Rafa, but Rossi getting taken down to really low HP. Hellranger uses the spray, does connect on the Stoner, takes him down, and ladies and gentlemen, 3 versus 4, or 3 versus 5 is the scenario. Basically 4. Rossi is 1 HP, but Rossi answers back so well with a well-placed headshot, taking out Flex, and Hellranger with a flex shot takes another one. Ladies and gentlemen, Global, they're answering back, but Jin has something to say with his own headshots, but this is not gonna count as Hellranger with a 4K cleans it all up, and Global Esports come back in the gun round.
Hellranger, that was an insane round by him. Oh my goodness, 4K on that defense. The moment he got a hold of that Vandal, he just wreaked havoc upon Team Tamilas there. And, you know, putting Global Esports with the first round, that definitely set, you know, a good hit space for the defenders. Hellranger coming up massive, and you know, lately he's been at the top of the board. He was the top fragger the last time around in the semifinals when they were up against Sane Rebellious Gaming. Hellranger, he is on fire right now, and I live for it. And that's going to be Flex taking out Kappa. Really quick shot, but Team Tamilas, this is an opportunity that they can extend into a huge advantage, and Flex with the second kill onto Skills. But all in all, if anything, Hellranger, we need you to step up right now for the side of defenders.
You need to set up real big, but SK Rossi, he has his crosshair trained, but does get flashed out, needs to back off immediately, uses the smoke and trying to sneak on through, but the Molly, he's gonna force them out, but he gets one, he's probably gonna get another one, but Rafa is able to take him out with a well-placed headshot. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a 2 versus 4 postman scenario for their side, but Flex, he has something else to say about it. He's like, nope, this is no 2 versus 4, this is a 1 versus 4, and Blackhawk shaking in his boots, need to go up to Hey Heaven and try and survive for just a little while longer, try and save his gun at the bare minimum. And another round going for the side of Team Tamilas. They are looking so good and so strong, and we all know how good they are when it comes to the map of Haven.
Indeed, you know, and before we did start this match, I did point out that both these teams are exceptionally strong on the side of attack. And that's solely because, you know, they can set the pace of the rounds. And this is Team Tamilas doing just that. Flex being able to pick up that double kill on Skills and Kappa early into the round really set the pace and the tone for this one. And Team Tamilas, they completely capitalized on it. And, you know, typical TT fashion with, you know, the kind of strategy that they do, they love to create havoc on one side of the map in Haven, but then they would go for a plant on the opposing side. Sometimes they do change that up, and they might, you know, push on that push onto that same side where they got their early frag. So Team Tamilas, let's see how they are going to change it up and keep Global Esports on their toes, because repeating the same strategy over and over again, Global Esports will catch on to it. They will see right through you. They are not amateurs. They're very much ready to adapt to what you're going to do. So let's see how this pans out.
To see how this pans out, they need to try and take a lot of these fights when no one's sitting up on this A main or A long angle. No one is really forcing anything, but the garage push is going to be going through, but no one is holding garage other than Skills at a very passive angle this time around. And both teams, they're playing it really slow. They're not really doing much of anything, but SK Rossi, he's slowly creeping up on this A short angle, probably going to take a peek onto Flex, but Flex, he walks away at the very last second. And they're looking to execute onto the side, but it seems as though Team Tamilas, they're a bit lost of where to go, because map control is being lost from multiple different angles. And with Rossi holding short, they either need to go to B or they need to brute force their way through garage. And I'm seeing that they're hoping to go into the B side, but with the crossfire being set up by everyone, the running back has been used from the side of Rafa. He's gonna be pushing in. He's gonna try and get some information, but there is no one sitting on this B side. That's no more than one person's in the smoke. Spots out Skills on the left side, but his clone does get taken down. But Skills with a good spray coming out from Stoner through the smoke is gonna be taken down. And Rossi slowly closing up on the back angle, but Flex, he is holding it down with the operator who's gonna come out on top. And Flex is able to take him down. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 versus 5 is the most match series. Blackhawk trying to find one. Hellranger gets taken out by his squad, but Kappa answers back immediately with a stinger. Finds one. He gets another one. And Kappa, he's showing up huge and showing up strong. But don't forget, Team Taulas do have the Hunter's Fury in hand. And with the time ticking down slowly, and with Rafa getting that one tap, there's not much that they can do. As Team Tamilas take one more round of the board, and Blackhawk needs to run for his life.
Oh man, you know, that is a classic example of Team Tamilas having the perfect post-plant position. Flex, right there in heaven, just watching the backs of his teammates, anticipating that there might be a backstab and picking up that kill. And you can see here, Team Tamilas just cleaning up everything, but Kappa there picking up that double kill really quick on his feet. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough. But Team Tamilas, that was, you know, in that situation, I really appreciate the way they set themselves up. Now 4 rounds for themselves, 3 in the lead over GE. Global Esports, they gotta do something different. Even if they are waiting for the second half of this map, they still have to get a couple more rounds here on the side of the defense. Eco round, so let's see if they're able to pick up a few kills, 1-for-1 trade, but nicely done by Skills there on the Frenzy with a curveball connecting onto his victim. That's going to be Stoner picking up that orb and dropping the neural theft. He is going to get all that information, and Team Tamilas going for the plant. They know where the members of Global Esports are going to be, and they understand that they might not have as superior weapons, but Blackhawk managing for this save. He's gonna fire away, might find a frag here. Not just yet, firing, he's trying so hard. 49 HP, he's just gonna back away, but not
He
quite.
needs to back away. Just
And
think of
like, yeah, he's up for the challenge there. He did pick up that headshot onto Flex.
Just get that one headshot, and from the side, Rossi with another one, and GE, they're looking to take it back on their eco round. Team Tamilas, one more member remaining. It's gonna be lonely little Stoner, but it seems like a flying jet is on the side. Stoner, you don't do that. He could get it out. Oh my god.
You forget. I've always been.
Oh my goodness, what was that? I can see you jumping, Stoner. That was one of the most insane defenses. Team Tamilas, they weren't playing this as flawlessly as they could. And GE, they managed to take them down one by one. And there it is, Rossi flies in. Stoner just keeps spraying and spraying, whips out his pistol, and picks up the last 2 frags. Oh my goodness, Stoner. That is one for the books there, Aggressive.
Triggered.
One for the books and one for the montages. We need one for Stoner. He is looking like to be a huge thorn in the side of GE. I didn't really expect any of that, and he just showed us what he can do. Stoner, he's looking so strong, and he's looking so good moving forward into this map. And ladies and gentlemen, with Skills using the running back, he's gonna try and find some information. He's gonna try and get a kill, but he's probably gonna get caught out. These 2 players, they're all just waiting out in the corner, but Skills comes out on top. He's able to take one onto Rafa, and he takes no damage using the running back. So he's at full HP still to move forward in this fight.
And Rossi picking up that kill onto Stoner there. A little bit of revenge, not too happy about what happened the last time around. That's going to be Flex with a great shot onto Skills, dashes away. Just going to whip out those blades. Blade Storm in hand. And Flex looking for his next victim. 4v3 situation. Global Esports, they've got the upper hand here. And Zoid makes his way into Garage. He might just be peeked by Hellranger. And Flex just trailing behind very carefully. Hellranger has the perfect position. And that is Blackhawk spraying away. Hellranger picks up Jin. Blackhawk fights Flex. And Blackhawk with the double to end it all. And that is Global Esports bouncing back from what was a completely insane round prior to this.
When you think of GE, That was such a scrappy fight, and they could have lost that so easily. Hellranger, though, with that flank, is able to take a lot of the pressure off of Blackhawk, so he was able to do what he could do. Hellranger with that one kill does open up a lot, and Blackhawk, with the information, is able to take a peek onto Zoid and take him down. That was really nicely done from the side of GE to take one round off the board, but it is still a 2-5, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward into this round. Rossi finds Rafa on the side, goes for the flick, does not connect, and they just get pulled out for just a little while longer. Repositions are working through, but they know for a fact that there is an angry Rossi with an operator sitting on that side. Cover fire does come through the mid window to try and alleviate some of the pressure, but ladies and gentlemen, need to hold out. 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock, ticking down, and no map control has yet been gained. And they're slowly moving towards this A side, trying to go for the peak. Does spot out Scales, but Zoid with the Sheriff is able to take him down.
And that puts Team TAMILAS looking to close this round out as they rotate to A, but not quite. They're pulling it back. You know, we can never quite figure out because Team TAMILAS are always so unpredictable. They will play with different sites, and we do see the ultimate coming from Zoid. He's going to scout the area and completely take the charge of this plant here on the C side. 30 seconds left on the clock as we see Team TAMILAS trailing in on C long. SK Rossi whips out that operator. He's waiting for an unfaithful member of Team TAMILAS who will step out and not stick to protocol. But SK Rossi blocked by the dark cover. He's just going to change up that position. Meanwhile, Blackhawk here in the back looking for a kill. Rafa's going to take out Kappa, and Global Esports down to 3 members.
no.
SK Rossi looking for a kill. Rafa might just find this double. He's going to look, and he does get it. That's a triple, and Blackhawk will find Zoid, last man standing. It's a 1v4 situation and a 4K to end that off for Rafa. Team TAMILAS picking up their 6th round and looking so dominant here in the first half. And this is exactly what they need. They're kind of setting the pace. They're letting GE know that, hey, we're coming back improved, and we are going to make the most out of our really strong side, and that is attack. And Global Esports, they've got to change things up a little bit. I do feel that they are getting caught off guard, and they're kind of standing in positions where it's very open. There's just no room for cover. They might have to think their actions just a little bit more. But, you know, that setup from Team TAMILAS with Zoid on that Omen ultimate going into C and scouting the area, I think that was really well pulled off by Team TAMILAS.
They really did it well. I have to give a lot towards the side of Team TAMILAS for that. But at the same time, GE, I would say the main issue was that they were so indecisive of what they wanted to do. Did you see what exactly happened on the garage angle? Rossi didn't even try to go for any form of map control. He didn't jump down. He didn't try to hold a different angle. They were all just sitting back onto that C side, not really going anywhere, not really forcing any sort of rotations or pushes. And they just stood there, and that is what really hurt them the most, I would say, coming out into this next round. But we will talk about that later in just a little bit. Team TAMILAS are losing that one member, but Flex answers back with the operator shot coming out on the Blackhawk, and Hellranger chilling out on this back angle is able to find one onto Rafa. This is very much possible for their side. Skills trying to go for one, but he's not going to be able to find it. But Kappa with a stinger and a good Flex shot to boot is able to get 2 kills from his side, and Hellranger with the 3K in the back, and the 2 members from the side of Global Esports, the old dogs for their side, the IGLs, are gonna come in huge to go in and take another round off the board for the side of GE.
Do not underestimate the power of a stinger. We just saw Kappa there pick up a beautiful double kill, and Hellranger, he did pick up a triple. So, you know, you can't say, hey, that round was just all Hellranger and Kappa. But the way GE, you know, with the less superior buys, I like the way that they came in, you know, Skills got a bit of damage onto Jin there, and Kappa there just to wrap it up, you know. That's what we need to see GE do. They've got to be a lot more coordinated, and right there we could see that after the members died, both Kappa and Hellranger, they knew the positions. That could be due to communication, but that was a really good round for Global Esports, and you know, picking that up will really save them this time around with their economy, and they can definitely look to bring the scoreline a little bit more even here in the first half.
Ooh.
Skills.
That is expert level crosshair placement coming out from Skills. That is what a true factor of Valorant is. You don't need to flick, you don't need to track, you don't need to do anything. If you have good crosshair placement, every single one of the kills that you see Skills get, is just so easy. And just as I say it, Rossi with the operator shot takes down one another. And these teams are just going back and forth when it comes to these rounds. Rafa spots out Blackhawk on the side, but the one-way cage is going to be present. Hellranger being able to use it to get one kill from his side, but Rafa is storming in onto the side. Hellranger being able to dodge out the flash, but Rafa, he's wrapping around. He's probably going to find one. Gets spotted out by Zoid on the side. But Rafa, he's tapping away, but he's not going to be able to find anything. Zoid with another one, and Hellranger from the side with a flick is able to connect onto Rafa. And that is the way it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Global Esports, round number 4 in their favor. And we're going to be going into the round of 10.
Global Esports has definitely gotten the taste of what Team TAMILAS is in terms of on the attacking side, and to be able to defend this so well. Look at how Hellranger plays with the feelings of the last 2 members on the side of Team TAMILAS, just going back and forth, them kind of mind games, calling for his team to rotate, but being able to just 1v2 that situation. It was just so good. Hellranger, 12 kills on the board, the highest amount of kills as of now, and we only have a couple of rounds left till it's the second half. Hellranger is coming out massive, and I urge you guys to keep your eye on this guy. He's done it in the semifinals, and now in the lower bracket of the finals, he is determined to get GE over to the grand finals, and this is one of the many things that he can do, and that is to pick up all these frags and help win these rounds for his team.
Oh god. Oh god, here comes the army. Here comes the entirety of TT. Just rush it down that A side. They give like no two dabs. They're burning Kappa to a crisp. And tasty Kappa on the side. He's gonna be roast chicken for their entire angle. But everyone from the side of GE is like, what you do to my boy? They're gonna clean up houses. TT coming in with a huge rush. Gonna be on that eco round for their side. But still, I would say that was nicely done. Let's just get this over with. Let's just try and burn up at least a couple of people so we can have a snack. And let's go into the gun round and be even stronger. Trying to get that round away. Making it 7-5 on the scoreline. Of course, Global Esports, they did it extremely well. They got 5 rounds on the defensive half of Haven. So they played their cards right. They did what they need to do. And if they get this round, it's just icing on the cake.
Indeed, that round was so quick, and GE being able to close down Team TAMILAS before they could get any more frags. I do believe they had 3 members left alive is pretty good for them. And Team TAMILAS here, they still do have the round advantage, but now we're moving into the last round before the swap. And SK Rossi still going to hold the A-shot position. He has found many victims there. And Team TAMILAS, this time, they're going to know not to make the same mistake over and over again. And this is going to be Skills coming in with the rotate. A lot of members from Team TAMILAS just crowding around in Garage. There is a running back from Skills. He's going to drop the flash. He's firing away. He picks up Jin. And that ultimate is going to keep him safe. Flex there with the op in hand. Very much ready. But it does look like Zoid might go for the challenge. He's going to back off. And a Cloud Burst to help with that retreat. And Blackhawk will be staying there. SK Rossi, though, finds a kill onto Stoner. And Team TAMILAS looks like they might just be even on the scoreboard and not find that 2-round advantage to end off this first half. Now, Blackhawk, he has the Euro Theft in hand. He could
Get out of
use
my
it,
way.
but he's just going to play this slowly. And last round might as well for Team TAMILAS. Rafa here. This time he's going to use that ultimate. SK Rossi with the Bladestorm in hand. Zoid will get that spike planted. It's all down to this 3v5. Make that 2v5 as Skills steps in.
Oh no, Rafa, you're running back prone. He was in such a bad position. If Skills made that peak, he was completely gone for. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving forward. One member has gone down, and Rafa, he is out. But Zoid, he answers one. But SK Rossi flying through the heavens is able to find them and flags. Getting caught off guard by Kappa sitting out in A still does get taken out. And it is going to be the defuse coming out for the side of Global Esports. Make it even Stevens for both sides so they go into the next half. Just clean slates.
Switching sides.
All right, if I were to be completely frank and really honest, this first half was so close. Bringing the scoreline 6-6 just shows how close both these teams are. But what we have to keep in mind is that we are going into the second half, and Team TAMILAS will be on the side of defense and Global Esports on the side of attack. And we know how G is when it comes to attacking on Haven. They could just pull off a very dominant performance and put Team TAMILAS in a very bad place. So it's really up to TT now in this second half to kind of bring it back and show that they know exactly how Global Esports is going to approach this game in attack. So if anything, I do feel that Global Esports has a little bit of an upper hand, but I can't wait to see if they are going to prove me right or wrong. But this is going to be the pistol round here. SK Rossi taken out by Zoid. A little bit of an aggressive entrance. That's Team TAMILAS for you, putting themselves in a better spot. And the rest of the members of Global Esports, they are looking at the A side. They want that A side for themselves. Skills might just drop the curveball here. He does it. Not going to find a member yet. Stoner, meanwhile, finds the kill onto Black Hawk. 70 HP for Skills as he picks up Flex. Kappa, Jin with the shotgun kill. 1v3 scenario. Hellranger, the IGL, last man standing. And Rafa's going to pick him up. That's going to be Team TAMILAS coming out on top for that first round.
I'm pretty sure Rossi just jumped out of his chair. He got jump scared that this is gonna be Halloween night, of course. So he probably got jump scared so hard and he's like, what the hell? Why is there an Omen here? And why is there a Phoenix here? He does get caught off guard, but extremely well played from the side of Global Esports and also Team TAMILAS. The way they took the pistol round to their side. But of course, Jin, we know how much he does with those shock darts. He's able to get a kill. And he is always able to get some form of damage, some form of value whenever he has that shock dart on his side, and that just goes to show. And as I said before we even started this map, Team TAMILAS, they love to play their defensive half aggressively. The more aggressive that they are, the more damage that they're gonna do towards the side of GE. And now they cannot really play like that. They cannot really go in for a lot of these lurks because they know for a fact that at least two players are gonna be going through with it. But again, SK Rossi, he's just holding back the angle. He is alone. And if he gets caught out, this is just going to cause so much damage for their side. Skills, though, alone as a duel is sitting up on this garage angle. He's going to take the peek, spots out one, takes a little bit of damage and needs to back out. Rafa using the molly, try to stop any form of a hyper-aggressive push that would come out from using a flash. And now GE is rotating over to this A side, but Rossi still going to be holding, but goes for the rotate as well. 49 seconds, 30 seconds soon enough left on the clock, and they need to start executing on today.
Indeed, Rafa here just going to be really patient. I do like the way that he pulled himself out of garage and onto C site. And we can see that Zoid will be taking garage duty, but little do they know, Global Esports, they're all on the side of A. And they are coming in hard with an extremely dominant performance there. Rossi gonna pick up Flex, first kill of the round. Global Esports looking to make this even. Skills gonna chime in and find Stoner. Kappa is planting the spike. SK Rossi, he's got to defend a little bit more. Zoid and Jin, they're in position. They're setting it up. They're going for this retake. 3v4, 1-for-1 trade, 2v4 now. And Global Esports, they might just take this for themselves. They are strong in attack. We know the potential that they have. They got pistols in hand. It is supposed to be an eco round, but they are just taking Team TAMILAS by surprise here. Jin playing it slow and easy, but remember the spike is ticking. The defenders, they've got to pick up the pace, and he falls, but Rossi and Kappa both getting kills simultaneously. That's going to be Global Esports with the bounce back. And a 50 round supposedly.
50 rounds supposedly, but I have to give it to Global Esports. They did go for a force buy, on their side. Like, we saw Rossi have that Stinger in hand, so of course they went for the force buy. They had the Deagles, and we know how dangerous Kappa is when it comes to the Deagle. He's like, okay, let me take out the Sheriff and be like, one tap. That is all that we see coming out from Kappa, and he did it so well. 7-7, and these teams are just going neck and neck, ladies and gentlemen. They are not giving a breathing room to anyone. And Team Global Esports, being the big dogs of this entire thing, they are fighting so hard. And Team TAMILAS, they are the underdogs of this story, but these underdogs, these guys are just being so dominant on the way they play this game. Stoner, though, going in for a peek. Spots out one, tries to go for it, but the headshot does not connect, and he gets taken out by his own clone, being Blackhawk. Zoid, though, sitting on the back angle, has a Bucky in hand. The skin looking really sweet from the battle pass, but we need to just wait it out and see, because everyone just has shotguns. I'm pretty sure Global Esports are not gonna like going to any side as of right now.
Indeed, and I do like the positions that Zoid and Flex are in. They could find a couple of easy kills, and it looks like Zoid might just be the one to pick up those kills, and Zoid will find Kappa. He backs away, and there's going to be Blackhawk spraying at Garage. The Cypher Cage just to block off a little bit of vision. We do see some Cloudbursts coming in on the side of the middle area of the map here. Blackhawk with the spike in
30
hand.
seconds
Global
left.
Esports down to 30 seconds. They've got to go for the plant. They're on the attacking side. 4v4 situation. Team TAMILAS holding out pretty well up till now. And it seems like they figured out the side of attack. Skills takes down Zoid. Rafa finds a kill, but that's going to be a double for Skills. Jin over here looking for his opponent. Recon does give him that information. Blackhawk going to finish off Jin.
10 seconds
1v3
left.
situation. Blackhawk couldn't... sorry, Jin couldn't quite finish
planted.
that kill. Didn't quite get enough damage off. And that is going to be Hellranger just ending it all onto Flex. Headshot. And Global Esports, for the first time in this game here, will find themselves in the lead.
That has got to be like at that very last moment. Just look at Flex and Hellranger. They're both like Hellranger. Flex is like, "Hey, Hellranger, I'm dead, right?" And then suddenly Hellranger looks back and you're like, "Yep, you're dead." Just goes for the one tap and just takes him out. That was one of those engagements, but still, that was really nicely done from the side of Team TAMILAS. They did some form of a damage. They took down 2 members at the bare minimum, so they have some money in their bank. Good, well played eco round in general in the long run. This is going to be the gun round for their side as of right now, so they do have the chance to make it even Stevens once more. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a really long set if this is going to be keeping, or if this keeps on going. But honestly, they're playing it a lot more slower. Global Esports, this is not really the style that we normally see them play. With the gun swaps coming out from Hellranger and SK Rossi, Rossi is looking to get into the side hyper-aggressively using the Cloud Burst, and Hellranger on this operator, we all know how potent he is. Smokes are going to be going down, and an execute is coming out onto the C side.
Stoner here might be the first one to meet with all these members, but Stoner trying to not get flashed. Skills picks him up, so does Blackhawk finding Rafa. And Team TAMILAS caught in a little bit of a pickle. Flex falls as well, and it's down to the last 2 members. They did invest in buys, and this is just going to hurt them. Team TAMILAS got to look for an eco the next round. They do not get this for themselves, but, you know, Global Esports, 5 members standing strong. Spike is ticking. Team TAMILAS, they're going to go for this save instead.
They're going to go for the save, and the side of Global Esports either go for the chase or just wait it out. Also, the fact that Jin and Zoid are chilling out on the back of T-Spawn. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one of those rounds moving forward. But that was such a well-executed round coming out from the side of Global Esports. They checked their angles, they cleared everything, but Zoid, they already know where they are. Zoid takes out one. They know their last known positions. Skills, he's trying to go for it, but Skills gets another headshot. Jin gets taken out from the side of Blackhawk, but they are not forcing it on the Zoid anymore. This guy on this Omen is extremely dangerous, and losing all those guns for the side of GE is going to be extremely costly. Their economy doesn't look that pretty, and moving forward, this is just going to hurt them even more.
Global Esports finding that 2-round advantage, but Zoid here picking up the kill on Hellranger. You know, 1 kill, and that's going to be another. And Global Esports just leaving and looking for those members of Team TAMILAS. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out in their favor. But nonetheless, the attackers are doing great as they have this probably Jin here, so aggressive, and Hellranger is going to take him out. Equal round for Team TAMILAS. And Zoid here with the paranoia in hand. SK Rossi going to be capturing that orb for his ultimate. Flex, meanwhile, finds the kill onto Kappa. And it's down to a 4v4. Rafa picking up a kill, drops the curveball, and it does connect, picking up skills as well. He runs for his life. SK Rossi and Blackhawk, both of them left. Team TAMILAS, this was insane because this bounce back is exactly what they need, but they've got to hold on to it. Remember, SK Rossi, he's going to drop that up and pick up the Vandal. He is well alive. Blackhawk is just watching the other side. Now, Team TAMILAS, you can see that they have fallback, and I understand it totally because, you know, they want to play it safe. They're playing with discipline, and they are going to plan their next move based on any sound cues that they get with the spike. So, you know, Global Esports here, they might look for this save. 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what they're able to do, because Blackhawk is looking for a
30 seconds
solution
left.
to this troubled mess here, being man down.
But they're playing this playing it alone. Moving on to this B side, they're not really playing it together, and Rossi has the bomb. Even if he goes for this plant, he has no backup. He has no one to watch his
10
back.
seconds
Trying to go
left.
for a pick. Spots out Rossi from the side. Goes in for the dash. Goes in. Tries to go in for the kill, but Blackhawk, he doesn't really have enough time. He needs to go in this for this plant immediately. But this is very much possible. They have that chance. But Blackhawk, the bomb did not go down. Oh no! Oh no!
How did that not register? Oh my goodness, I saw 1 second left on the clock. I'm just as shocked as you are.
Oh
But
no!
oh,
You
I
need to watch
figured it
for that.
out. He planted the spike and I think he switched his weapon so it didn't plant. He switched his weapon a little bit too quick to run. So the spike wasn't planted and that meant that GE didn't get the credits for that round from the spike plant. That is exactly what happened. And, you know, we managed to see it there on the replay. But hey, these rounds, just a little bit of a slip up
Here.
from Blackhawk, but it's all okay because Global Esports, they still have that 1-round lead. Team TAMILAS being able to find the last one for themselves. Rafa here might just find the kill onto Blackhawk, and he does. First frag, headshot. And Team TAMILAS, very momentum-based team. When they are doing well, they really do well. And, they have earned that nickname of being the comeback kings. And they might just do it here, but it's up to GE ultimately to hold on to what they have and continue showing the dominance, continue what they are known for, and that is being a really strong team. But that's going to be Stoner, man of defense there on the C side. Nothing like Stoner here with a triple kill. Last man standing is Kappa, and Flex will take him out with the operator. Even Stevens on the scoreboard once again.
Honestly, this match is just going back and forth, and Stoner is just dinking heads left, right, and center. Everyone from the side of Global Esports must have a headache after all of the headshot this man is landing. And he's not missing. He is feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. Stoner just dropping down all of them stones on every single one of Global Esports. And this is the level of play that you want to see coming out from teams who are fighting their hearts out, trying to move forward into moving forward into the grand finals and have a chance of taking the 1 lakh rupees that we have online for them. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just going to be the fight. They're going to need to keep on fighting because we still have a lot more maps to go, and let's see who take this away, because I have no prediction anymore. I honestly believe that Global Esports, having that advantage of experience, we're going to be able to come out on top. But Team TAMILAS, they are playing so well. They're exceeding expectations over and over and over and again. And this just goes to show how much the team has grown as time passes. As more time passes, the team has just gotten even better.
Wow. If you're looking here at the scoreboard, right, we do see a lot of light armors there on GE. They are still going to force that by, and Hellraiser, Rafa leading for their teams. Very reliable players, and Rafa, it's good to see him on the duel list, fits his aggressive play style. Now this is going to be Flex here, watching the A side. Team TAMILAS, they've got to manage themselves here on the side of defense, because Global Esports might just come in hard and heavy. Now Skills, just waiting it out patiently. They're going to take this step by step, GE. Very high stakes. This is a best of 3, map number 1, and this was specifically Team TAMILAS map pick. So, we do expect that Team TAMILAS will come out on top, but GE is doing so well holding their own. And, the question kind of comes in, is GE still as strong on Haven considering their new lineup? Because we have seen GE show great performances on other maps with their new roster. So, it could be a little bit of a change here coming up from the team. And 40 seconds left on the clock. We do see a little bit of preparation and distraction happening on the side of C. But Global Esports, the spike is on A long, and they know exactly what they want to do. And here is the push.
30 seconds
And it seems
left.
like Flex might have figured something is not right. He's going to crank out that operator and finds the kill onto Blackhawk. But Skills is quick to return that kill. 4v4 situation. Rafa comes in with the curveball. Not going to connect. And there it is. He's taken out Zoid. Finds Hellraiser. Kappa just sweeping in from A short. He's going to be watching the back lines. Now Team TAMILAS, 4v3 situation. Zoid with a very ballsy teleport. He might just find Kappa here. Who's going to come out on top? Zoid takes down Kappa. Skills finds Stoner and Rafa, Jin, both finding kills. Team TAMILAS, this retake worked heavily in their favor, and they will earn double digits on the scoreboard for themselves.
Double digits indeed. And finally, we are gonna be seeing Team TAMILAS come out on top in this engagement. After such a long fought out round, they played it so well. Kappa does spot out the Omen teleport. That was a really good read from his part, but I don't think Kappa really saw the gun barrel coming out and he was not really ready for that fight. And immediately, because of the noise Kappa made, and Zoid was able to capitalize on that, and Jin with those beautiful, beautiful shock darts, was able to line it up right on the bomb, force Rossi into the open so he could get an easy one tap onto him and clean him up. It is going to be 9 and 10 is the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more rounds for Team Downloads to go into match point, and 3 more rounds for Global Esports to go into match point. Who's going to come out on top? We're going to be seeing right here and right now. It's going to be the force buys for the side of GE. They're trying to make sure they are not going to go into a deficit, but the more force buys that they're going to be doing, the more harder it's going to be. And from the side, Jin takes one. The Blade Storm does not connect, but Rossi with the classic is able to take one. Paranoia does come through to force off Flex from that angle, but Hellranger comes in from the side, able to take down one onto Flex, and Rossi dash it in. He's going into the C side, and the entirety of C is under the control of Global Esports. Those force buys for their side worked out so well, but Rafa has something to say about it instead. He takes one, he takes another one, and Stoner with the last one as well, and Kappa 11 HP and a drain for his side. Global Esports, they're not going to be looking pretty. Hunter's Fury has been used, ladies and gentlemen, but nothing is about to connect. They try and do as much as they can, but at the very end of it all, it's gonna be Rafa with the 3K to clean it up, and Stoner on the side defusing the bomb. And Team TAMILAS, they take round number 20 in their favor.
Wow, Global Esports. I really like the way that they started out in this round here. Hellranger and SK Rossi just leading the charge, being able to get the spike plant off. But Rafa and Stoner, oh my goodness, they come in. Rafa picks up a kill. He picks up the second. And that just goes to show that, you know, Global Esports, they could have planned it a little bit better and had a little bit more patience there on the post plant. But Stoner and Rafa finding those kills, and Rafa ultimately with the triple taking out the last man Kappa. That was massive. Team TAMILAS now 11 rounds on the board, and they have to know Global Esports forced that buy in the previous round. So this just means that, you know, they pretty much don't have as superior guns here, and Team TAMILAS could potentially secure match point. So Global Esports, let's see how they respond to this situation and if they have what it takes. Now Stoner's gonna take out Skills. The running back keeps him safe. Stoner staying in the confines of his cage. He's gonna spray away, and Skills pops out, picks up Stoner. A little bit of a misplay there from the Cypher on defense, but Flex fires the daggers and picks up the kill. Rafa finds a headshot, so does Zoid, and that is Rossi. He picks up Rafa instead. 2v3. It still could go in favor of Global Esports if Blackhawk and Rossi pull out an insane clutch like what Team TAMILAS did before. Blackhawk here stepping out, looking for that opportunity. Gotta dodge those op shots from Flex. The spike has not been planted. Global Esports, they gotta retrieve it and go for the plant. So Team TAMILAS, they're in a much better spot as of now.
30 seconds left.
This is not really a good position at all for the side of Global Esports. Your bomb is sitting way up there. I don't think they know that the bomb is there. Oh no. Oh no. Team TAMILAS, they did not know that the bomb was here. Probably a miscommunication gap, and they're probably going to be able to get this bomb plant down because it's just Flex sitting up there with an operator.
Left.
It's 1-on-1. The recon ball does take. They know their last on position. It's going to be Flex jumping down from the heavens. He tries to go one, and with the collateral up shot, ladies and gentlemen, he takes them both out. And this is how you play. Team TAMILAS, they're on match point, and they're going to be hopefully taking the first map away from the side of Global Esports.
Team TAMILAS get match point for themselves, but you know, yeah, I did figure that they didn't quite know when the spike was dropped, solely because they were very spread out, or they could have been looking for kills and opportunities. So I do like the way that they went for that retake. Flex there with the collateral is just insane. And we did see Rossi kind of run out of bullets, but it was a stressful situation there for Global Esports, and Team TAMILAS coming out on top, 12 points. It could be over for Global Esports in a matter of a snap. If they slip up now, map 1 is in the hands of Team TAMILAS. And you know what they can do with that because they are so momentum-based. That's just going to be great for them and their confidence. Now, this is going to be Rafa here. We see it beaming A very aggressive stance by Garage in the opening. Rafa just going back and forth. The drone not going to spot out much on the side of defenders. We do see the dark cover come through. But Rafa's going to be a little bit cheeky here. Skills is just too quick. And that might be a mistake that Team TAMILAS just made. As Global Esports have the man advantage, they can definitely look for a comeback now and try to bring this into overtime.
They could try and bring this into overtime. That one kill on Rafa is going to open up so much for the side of GE, but they're hoping to go in for a C rush. Slowly walking up the corners. Knows for a fact that there's multiple members sitting up on that back corner. Recon Bolt is going to be connecting. He's going to get taken out. Not much information. Jin going in for the peak. Is able to take it on one. Zoid answers back with another one. This is going to be a 4 versus 3 situation moving forward. Kappa, he only has 71 HP. It's going to be peeked onto by Zoid. But Stoner comes in massive from his side. Is able to use the Phantom to his pleasure. And he's going to take one. And Flex coming up from the side. Takes down Rossi. But Jin answers back immediately onto Hellranger, putting him back into the void where he belongs. And this is how Team TAMILAS take it away, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the first map in their favor.
Map number 1 going over to the side of Team TAMILAS with an explosive performance. And yes, this was their map pick. They put on a great show, both on the side of attack and defense, and they were just a lot more consistent there compared to Global Esports. But hey, it is a best of 3, and there's still many maps to go. So you guys can expect a lot of action. Late night games, we're all in this together. Remember, if you are supporting Global Esports, it is hashtag GE Fighting. And if you are supporting Team TAMILAS, it is hashtag TTOP. So let's move into Relive the Moment, brought to you by Ideapad Gaming 3 notebook, powered by 4000 series Ryzen processors. Perfect for gaming and multitasking. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what went down in map number 1. So, it is Haven. It is Team TAMILAS map pick. We have seen the history of TT on this map going into overtime, being in stressful situations, having to bring back what is like a losing game to a winning game. This time, we see Team TAMILAS just so confident, and even with the scoreboards being even, it's almost like they collected themselves and they're like, hey, this is what we have to do. Everything that we have observed about GE and their playstyle, we've got to figure our way around it. And the cool thing is about Team TAMILAS this time here on map 1 was that they were very unpredictable. They took rounds very differently. And even, when they lost those rounds, they realized, and they will still change it up the next time around. We have to give props to Rafa, just fragging out of his mind, and some amazing curveballs that really connected onto the enemies, and he was able to get those opening frags so that his team can push out that advantage. So overall, TT, this is one of the best times that we have seen their teamwork, their communication, and their overall strength as a unit.
Another thing I have to say from the side of Global Esports, the main reason why I feel as though they lost, we have seen in a lot of situations that the rounds that they lose, they don't really play as a team. A lot of times I see Rossi going in alone. I see a lot of times Skills taking fights alone. And that really is what is hurting GE. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I'm trying to say it in a very nice way, but the teamwork is not really present. Like, GE sometimes have such moments of brilliance, and that is when their team play and coordination is going to help them. Like, for example, TT, they're always well coordinated, but I'm not seeing that from the side of GE. And that is really a disappointing matter to me, because looking at GE, they have such star players on their side. They have Skills, they have Blackhawk, they have Hellranger, they have every single one of the star players in our entire region on their roster, but as a team, they're not coordinating at all. And this is what is hurting them. Team TAMILAS, they are not star players. Yes, they're star players in our eyes, but when you consider them compared to the members of GE, that is really different. And so and that is also the plays that they are making. It's not really there. Like the side of GE, they're not making the same plays that Team TAMILAS are.
I get what you mean, and Global Esports having this new roster, because SK Rossi and Blackhawk are the newest additions, and maybe it's just taking a little bit of time for the team to kind of gel together and work as a unit. But we have seen their strength in the semifinals, and that's how they made it into this lower bracket final. So the good points and the strengths that we see, the capabilities of global esports, let's hope that they bring it into map 2 because it's not over and they could come back guns blazing. So guys, do stick around as we prepare for map number 2. Now we have a massive sale on LG monitors and Series 4 registrations are now live. So while we wait for the next game to happen, do check out the links in the description. Remember to like, subscribe, click that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we are live because tomorrow is going to be a juicy day. The grand finals will be around as well. So stick around, grab a snack. We'll see all of you very shortly with Team TAMILAS versus Global Esports.
Hello, my name is Santosh Kumar and I'm Rafa from Team TAMILAS. Today I'm going to break down some of my plays in the Challenger series and give you guys insights on my favorite agent woman.
I'll make them remember. They're only human.
Off into the back corner. Good Molotov coming out
Remember this?
from Harry right there. Rafa just chilling up on this backup side. Paranoia does not hit. Probably gonna get another
There's
kill.
a guy
And
with
Hope
me
being the
there.
only one remaining. He doesn't know where he is. He's
Nice
still at the back of the
communication. Prior to this, I used my ultimate, which is, I can teleport anywhere on the map. So I used it teleport from A side to B side and planted the bomb there. I knew it would take some time for them to rotate all the way from A side. So I just hid near the boaters and waited for them to come. As you can see, I didn't have the paranoia ability. So I just dry picked them. I got one kill. So the one thing I couldn't believe it, they didn't know I killed them from boathouse. I guess they didn't communicate properly. Yeah.
Inspire other teams
Yeah, I
to just
remember
look
this.
to keep trying and be dedicated, you will get there. But right now, Rafa, aggressive through mid, finding 2 kills. Sierra going down as well as Trump number 1. Who mean the spike carrier is down and an advantage for Team TAMILAS. Last round
Easy
is
one
half.
tap.
Rafa is just tired of not being on the duelist. Gets 3 kills.
Give me all the
Gets
kills,
fourth. Rafa
please.
looking for an ace.
So we all know that Omen is a support player. You have to help your teammates enter the site and all that. But the thing is, if you are confident on your aim and not afraid of your opponents, I really think you can very well try to get the opening kills for your team and be an entry fragger slash lurker slash support player rather than a full support player. As you can see, we were leading 10-1. I knew the opponents weren't fragging at all, so I just went in there to get all the kills and get a highlight clip so that I can win another monitor from TEC. So with Omen, you can adopt to different play styles. Both passive and aggressive. I'm an very aggressive player. I like to play very fast. I try to entry or sometimes lurk for my team. So the second tip is that since you get 2 smokes in the start of the round and it has only 30 seconds cooldown, you can do wonders with it. You can fake bomb site, draw rotations, or do a wall of smokes for your teammates to cross. The third tip which I can give is very overpowered one-way smokes in every maps. You can try to learn them. It will be very helpful to get the entry kills.
Hell Ranger, 1 versus 5, and this is going to be Velocity Gaming winning TEC Challengers Series.
The clock is ticking down. Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done
Attackers
it.
win.
3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challengers Series 3. Powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD, we have ACT as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. We're back with map number 2 between Team TAMILAS versus Global Esports. And this time joining me, we have CA, caster, and analyst. How are you feeling? I'm super excited to get this going.
Feeling really excited. I feel like both of these teams, they've come so far from when we both got to first see them in Series 1. It really feels
Oh,
like we're
yeah.
getting to know these players as they're growing, and it's a beautiful sight to watch.
Oh, indeed. Let's head right over into the map screen and have a look at what will be up for map number 2. So, map 1 was picked by Team Tamilas and they took that map for themselves. Now, map 2 was picked by Global Esports, so we can actually expect Global Esports to, perform a little bit better here. But we have seen the power of TT on Ascent as well. So, what do you think about this matchup coming into map 2 here, CA?
The thing I'm really curious about in terms of the decision making in this veto is why not go for split as your map 2 and not go for Ascent, because as you said, we've seen TT on Ascent. We already saw in game 1 Flex on the op. He can be so devastating in Ascent. That's the op map. It sort of becomes a coin flip as to which opper in Flex or SK Rossi is able to come out on top. And when you're 1-0 down in a series, you do not want to take a coin flip. You want every edge you can get. So I'm curious to see how the first half of this game goes, because I think the first half will decide everything. I think TT is starting on the defensive half, and as they've grown, I personally favor TT as a defensive team. So we'll have to see if Global Esports can bring something new to the table.
Oh, for sure. I think that was explained so well here. And yeah, Global Esports, they did get the pick for the second map. I thought they were going to use Split because, if anything, Split has been the Global Esports special. It was always between Split and Haven on whether GE would perform, on which map GE would perform best. But coming into Ascent, yes, Team Tamilas on the side of defense, Global Esports look for attack here onto the B side. Rafa will find the first kill and Jin chimes in, picking up the second. Rafa dropping the curveball, it's going to connect, but the shock dart drops it down to 30 HP. He fires away, and that is the last kill for Rafa. Flawless round for Team Tamilas. Explosive entrance. Like, hey, I thought GE was going to at least take out a few heads there. But Team Tamilas, a very momentum-based team, we can see that they're kind of riding high from that win and securing map number 1 for themselves.
For Team Tamilas, as they've progressed from Series 1 to 3. In the first few series, they were constantly known as the Comeback Kings. Don't get me wrong, guys, they still very much are the Comeback Kings, but they've sort of developed their own signature style now. They're a very disciplined team. They do not make unnecessary rotations, and that's exactly why they're known as that defensive favorite team. Even on Haven, the attacking favorite map, you saw how good they were on defense. Now on Ascent, they're once again on defense. GE though, they're going for the first buy. SK Rossi dashing in aggressively will not get the kill. Instead, Skills will take him down now. Flex and Jin on the rotation will find one each, make it 3-4-3. GE, they went for the first buy and they made it count so far.
That was a 2-for-2 trade. We can see that Skills is a little bit low. Just going to heal himself back up with the hot hands. And it's down to the retake. Team Tamilas, they've got to go for this. GE, they have picked up some guns that they've managed to retrieve from getting those early frags. Now Stone are going to drop that Cyber Cage and play around it. But the shots are firing and he does get tagged. No more full armor. Kappa takes out Floyd. Stoner will find Kappa. That's going to be a double for Stoner. Down to this 1v1. Flex and Blackhawk will find the double instead. Global Esports forced a buy, and it has worked out heavily in their favor, bringing the scoreboard pretty even. But hey, you know, it's the early rounds. But I do like this technique where GE, instead of going for the eco, they force the buys, and we have seen that happen quite a bit throughout the course of the tournament, but it still somehow catches teams off guard. And it's really effective.
Yeah, it's especially nice to see the force buy coming against one of the teams that really pioneered it in the Indian region, in our community, especially against Team TAMILAS. This is exactly what I wanted to see from GE. You have to be able to surprise Team TAMILAS, otherwise they're going to be a really disciplined team who's just able to take over. Now Team TAMILAS, they're forced onto the eco. GE, they're running it back onto B site and they're doing it extremely successfully. 2 kills already for them. Jin, he'll find a return for GE. They have site control and they're going to get the spike planted.
Now Kappa planting that spike, and Team TAMILAS gotta go for that retake. Global Esports, very dominant entrance here. They have a wide range of possibilities on how they want to play this. They are going to station 3 members onto the B site and 1 in B main. So a little bit spread out. Team TAMILAS, they gotta approach this one step at a time. A beautiful shock dart by Kappa, and it does take out some health from Jin. Now skills here. Gonna wait very patiently. Team TAMILAS, they're not gonna give up. They're still gonna go for this. And Jin with the spray, he's gonna pick up 1 stoner, finds Hellranger down to a 2v2. There's still a lot more things for Team TAMILAS to do, but the spike is about to blow. And GE, they've got to run. Skills will take out stoner, and they will be safe. Saved by the bell. Global Esports, they will find this second round.
Doing very well to pick up that round, but that ended up being a really expensive round for them, with 3 members going down and with Jin picking up a gun for himself. Now that was the eco round for Team TAMILAS, and GE, they surprised Team TAMILAS with the first buy to take that advantage round that Team TAMILAS had, and then take the subsequent self advantage round that they had, making it 2v1. For Team TAMILAS now, it's about staying true to their strength of defense, making sure GE don't surprise them once again, because this round might just decide how the pace of the first half will go. This is GE's chance to take over completely in terms of economy. For them, you can see one person not carrying the shields. Skills now using the running back to aggressively push into A. Stoner misses his shots, will not be able to find him. Skills, he'll be able to take side control, allow his team to funnel in behind him. Now TT, they're on the retake, they're a man down.
And now Team TAMILAS firing away. Zoe managed to come out of that 26 HP. Global Esports, they are alive and healthy. They got the spike planted, and Rossi is going to pick up Zoid there on A short. It's all down to the last 3 members here beside the team. TAMILAS, Rafa picks up a kill. Jin, he sprays through the rafters, finding Black Hawk. And that is what you call skill, knowledge, and exactly what you need in this game. Now Rafa dropping the curveball, not going to connect to Rossi, and he does pick up that kill. Meanwhile, Kappa does take down Jin, and Flex will find Kappa. Team TAMILAS could potentially win this retake. Skills, last man standing. Rafa will find a triple, and Flex in time will get this defuse off. 5 seconds left to spare. That is Team TAMILAS on the side of defense, trying to maintain the scoreboard. You know, you don't want your opponents to have too large of a lead over you. But Team TAMILAS, they're definitely making this hard for Global Esports. But, you know, we can see the strength of GE here on Ascent. So they should be able to look at all the mistakes that they made here in the post-plant position, what they chose to do, and skills here. I think he hasn't really gotten that audio cue for the spike being diffused, but he peaked, and Rafa was able to pick him up there. So I'm interested to see how Global Esports is gonna continue playing their post-plant scenarios.
Yeah, I think if one thing we can give GE is that they constantly adapt. But what's really interesting here is that, like, these teams are going at each other neck to neck, constantly just taking off kills off of each other, damaging each other's economy. So even though TT win that last round, ended up being really expensive. You can see Zoid, he's picking up the Bucky, because unfortunately Zoid not able to pick up as many frags, meaning that they don't really have that win streak bonus. They just won that one round previously. So Zoid now forced onto a Bucky. Similarly for GE though, a couple members forced onto the Spectres, even though they won 2 rounds in a row before this, meaning that for both teams right now, the economy is in the ditch. And for both teams, it's about winning at least 2 back-to-back rounds starting from here to try to stabilize your own economy and then think about damaging your opponents. For the side of Team TAMILAS, it's all about how they approach this. Bucky is going to upgrade to Bulldog now. It's still a B, but it's a better B.
And we do see 3 ultimates ready on the side of Team TAMILAS and 2 for Global Esports. But knowing that, Rafa, he'll be able, to have 2 lives potentially. Flex has the daggers in hand, and Jin with the Hunter's Fury. Team TAMILAS, they are looking a little bit strong here. Kappa, Rossi, they also have their ultimates ready. So it's up to how both these teams are going to utilize their ultimates to make the best of the situation. Now, Kappa, just gonna release that recon dart and get a little bit of information. Stoner just gonna stop the push. Skills gonna dash in that curveball, and Rossi is on site now. Stoner, he has no clue that Rossi's right behind him. Gets taken out, and Rossi firing away. He's a madman. That's a double kill. He finds a triple. SK Rossi. That is SK Rossi for you on 4K. And Zoid, last member standing. Rossi's gonna hunt for him. He's gonna look for him. He will find you, and he will kill you. Rossi! And that's an ace! Headshot onto Zoid. Global Esports. What do they need? All they need is their duelist. Insane round for Global Esports.
That when she pulls out her ultimate, she goes, "Get out of my way." I think SK Rossi literally took that to heart. He's like, "Bro, TT, I'm really mad about how last round went. I'm gonna take it into my own hands to make sure that you have no say whatsoever as to how this round goes." Like, what I find really curious is that we saw the player profile videos before this. We saw SK Rossi talking about how, like, anybody should be playing on Jet, and he does exactly what he was talking about, dashing in aggressively, calling for his teammates to use that utility, the recon coming in, the flashes coming in, to enable him, and he's like, "Thank you for your support. Now watch me shine." And shine he does. Ace coming through for SK Rossi, round coming through for GE. That was phenomenal.
Man, oh man. That was insane by SK Rossi. So Global Esports with the round advantage. Team TAMILAS is up to them and how they are going to try and look for a dominating move. Now Blackhawk does manage to sneak here into Winery. Just going to check all angles to be extra careful and sure. Team TAMILAS, they have left Jin on the B side. We do see Rafa bouncing between areas. What's really cool is that, there isn't much defense on the middle area of the map. And even Global Esports themselves on the attacking side, they aren't looking for a mid entrance, but instead it's going to be a short and long, where we do see that Rossi has dashed right onto site. Now Flex here, gonna miss that shot and accidentally hit that wall there. Not too good as Hellranger takes out Stoner. Flex might have just made a massive mistake there. Now Spike has been planted, and Team TAMILAS, they have to go for the retake. Zoid with the Vandal is gonna look for a kill, but Global Esports looking pretty secure in their post-plant positions. And there it is, Zoid with the spray, but Kappa and Hellranger both find kills. So does Blackhawk, last man stand against Jin, and that's gonna be a double 1v2 scenario. One in A long, and another member is just rotating. This is going to be a massive task for Jin here on the side of Team TAMILAS. He's got to pull out an insane performance for the team, and that is going to be Hellranger taking him out in the back. And that will be 4 rounds for Global Esports, who are pulling off really good attacking rounds here, considering that, in a set, we usually see, the defense kind of step up. But hey, GE, if anything, they can do pretty well and pretty sick on the side of attack.
This is what I meant when, I was talking about the fact that the first half is going to be so instrumental to the way the entire map goes, because as you were talking about earlier, right, TT, they sometimes they like to leave the mid open to sort of invite the other team into that narrow corridor, because TT, they really like holding down a specific angle, but GE, they recognize that. They're like, we understand that you want to take the round very, very slow, you want to hold on to your discipline, we're going to just completely throw that in the bin and just take the fight directly to you, rush a site extremely fast and find the trades. Looking to do just that now in B main. Skills, SK Rossi, the duelist duo of GE, both find one. Once again, give them the man advantage. This is the eco round for TT though, so for them, it's all about getting some sort of damage done and stopping the monumental role that GE is on right now.
Now, this is going to be Jin here with the Sheriff in hand. He's going to push very aggressively, firing shots. Is he going to get the kill? SK Rossi dashes away, and Jin just does pick up that kill, but Kappa's there to return it, and Blackhawk finishes it up. And that is going to be 5 rounds for Global Esports. But yes, Global Esports, they've kind of got the playstyle of Team TAMILAS figured out. What you're talking about, the way Team TAMILAS like rounds to be pretty slow. We can see that, equal round for TT. They did try to go a little bit aggressive to find a few frags. They did get like a 1 kill, but that was, the best that they could do here. But Global Esports, it does look like they've kind of had some time to sit back, look at the drawing board, and recollect themselves because in map number 1, Team TAMILAS was always in the running and always in the lead, but this time we're going to see Global Esports come out on top, and it is up to them to kind of hold on to this. Now Stoner is given B-side duty, gonna drop that Cybercade and push through this dark cover. And he might just catch Rossi. Oh god, Rafa is there to back him up, and this is what TT needs to do when stopping pushes coming in from Global Esports. Rafa just gonna back away, and TT still leaving 2 members on the side for A in case GE would like to pull a fast one. But Skills, finding the killer to Stoner, it's back to an even playing field here.
The Neural Theft did come out for Stoner just as he died though. So GE's position has been revealed and you can see that they're taking that in stride and now looking to rotate. For GE, they're going down mid, but Stoner, before he died, he set up those trapfires in mid, and those should be able to reveal GE's push. The trapfires will go down, and TT, they should get information of that. GE, they're pushing in really hard, though. They don't want to give TT time to react. They're funneling in onto B. Rafa, though, holding down B, will get one onto Kappa. Rafa will find the flash onto Blackhawk. The Blackhawk will be the one taking him down. Jin, he found one onto Hell Ranger, and so far, it's 3v2 for the side of Team TAMILAS. Blackhawk and Skills holding it down. The Hunter's Fury comes out to delay the plant. The Hunter's Fury will not find any kills, but will delay the plant for a little bit more, allowing team to push in. Now Zoid, he's looking for the ultimate, will not choose to go for it. Just playing it slowly. 3v2. Rafa, he's waiting right around this corner. And for the side of Blackhawk, he's waiting a little further back. He's really low. We'll see if Team TAMILAS are able to pull this off, and Skills got it.
Skills! With the triple kill, it's down to this 1v1 here. Jin. Oh my goodness, Jin here versus that Cypher who is so low. Blackhawk creeping behind him. And Blackhawk will come out on top. Perfect bit of sneak coming up from Blackhawk. And Global Esports, 6 rounds in the lead. So, a kind of a topsy-turvy scenario. Very similar first half kind of happenings in map 1, but this time in map 2, Team TAMILAS will be the victims of it. But Global Esports approaching that round, we can see them put in all that kind of calculation and foresight, all that planning. It really does come out on top. So, big ups to GE. They figured out what was holding them back and they have overcome it. Now, Team TAMILAS, how will they respond? And this is particularly interesting because, nicknaming Team TAMILAS the Comeback Kings has a lot of meaning to it. And that is because they're able to do things on the fly, on the whim. And Team TAMILAS here, they're going for a heavy push onto A short. And Skills, Rossi, they're going to defend for their lives. Rafa with the stinger. He's going to find 2 kills. But it's a 2v3 situation. Team TAMILAS, we do see that Stoner is relatively low. Will Rafa clutch this one out for the boys? Not quite, because Blackhawk is going to find him. And last member standing is Stoner. We did see, a little bit of unpredictability, but it kind of didn't work because that is just too straightforward. And Global Esports, we did mention at the start of this match that they will catch on to what you are doing. And Kappa there to wrap it up. That is 7 rounds for Global Esports. Now, if Team TAMILAS are looking for a comeback in the second half, they've got to rake up a few more rounds because GE ended off the first half in map number 1 with a scoreline of 6-6. Now, Team TAMILAS, it doesn't look quite close here. They need to do something pronto.
This is definitely, because what's even scarier about the next half is SK Rossi is just going to sit down one angle with the op, and then you cannot go into that angle because, as he said earlier in his profile, SK Rossi does not miss. So right now, GE, they're in an extremely comfortable position. 7-2 in the lead. Last round, that was TT's eco round. They need to make this round count. There's only 3 rounds left in this first half, and they need to get at least 2 out of the 3 rounds, but preferably even 3, because in defense, they've already lost the lead, but you want to make sure the lead is minimal. Now, SK Rossi dashing in with that Blade Storm. So aggressive. Will use that right click, get a kill for himself. Flex, he was holding down the market angle, but he's like, wait, someone dashed in, someone went there, my teammate died. What just happened?
And it looks like the plant will actually happen on the A side. That's just SK Rossi creating a whole lot of ruckus, and he did manage to lure some members
Spike
over,
planted.
but Rafa will be watching for the backstab, and that is exactly what Team TAMILAS needs to do. Now, meanwhile, the other three members, they are going to play around A side and try to look for an opportunity. Rafa picks up the kill onto SK Rossi. He can look for that rotate right now. We do see that Hellranger is defending from pretty far out, and this is going to be Jin here on the rafters with Flex. And Rafa gonna drop in the curveball. He's gonna find a kill because the ability did connect. I believe it was the paranoia. Rafa with the running back. It keeps him safe. Black Hawk under the rafters. He might just get killed here. Jin picks him up. Down to a 3v2. Hellranger, he has met up with his team. He's gonna spray and pick up Jin. We see the Hunter's Fury come out as well. Global Esports might just pull off this bit of defense here. Hellranger and Capable find the last kills. Global Esports stepping up when it's needed. And they're rightfully putting Team TAMILAS in their place here. A couple of rounds more to go, but that's going to be 8 secured for Global Esports.
I'm extremely sorry that I ever questioned why GE picked Ascent, because if this was the plan, picking Ascent, this is phenomenal. Because this is exactly the sort of show you want to see after the way map 1 went down. Like GE going onto the attacking side of map 1, they were not able to pick up the pace. But picking up the pace in this attacking half on Ascent, just constantly forcing sites, as you said earlier in this round. SK Rossi, his objective was, I'm going to go into site B, I'm going to get some kills, I'm going to make some noise. My team though, they're going to go to site A, they're going to get the plant, they're going to get the post-plant positions. Hellranger has been on top of his game, and when I say on top, I mean nothing less. Constantly to Series 3, constantly just carrying the ball forward for GE. Now 8-2. GE, as I finished talking about the last round, already 2 men ahead in the next.
Spike planted.
Indeed, and now the spike has been planted. Global Esports, they've taken out 2 defenders. Blackhawk gonna find Rafa, and we do see a huge shift of momentum as Global Esports are riding on his Stoner left. And it's up to him to do what he can, pick up a kill or 2, but Hellranger is just too quick. Finds the headshot. Flawless round for Global Esports. And we have one more round before the swap here. Whatever will Team TAMILAS do? We do see that the economy is a little bit of a struggle. But hey, you know, first half, Team TAMILAS, if they can secure the 3rd round, it would just kind of ease off the pressure. But double digits for Global Esports here, if they do secure it, is just insane. And we can safely say that map 2 really looks like it is GE's map to take.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that GE came into Ascent with like just the idea of like, hey, we're gonna just completely flip the script against what Team TAMILAS like. We're gonna make rounds extremely fast and extremely quick. We're gonna play for trades, and we're gonna try to leverage the fact that we believe we have the higher skilled players. SK Rossi especially constantly just having insane confidence to dash and get those kills. Now GE, they're approaching into B side. They got a 2 for 2. They're gonna throw out the neural theft to reveal their enemy's position. And in this scenario, with the post plant set up, 3v3 GE with the better loadouts, with the better positions. Team TAMILAS, they need an absolute miracle, and a miracle would be perfect here because it would give them that extra bit of momentum going into the second half. We'll see if GE just continues being dominating or Team TAMILAS can pull something back.
Revealing area.
The spike is ticking down to a 3v3. Kappa on site, and there's Flex raining from heaven, just showering blades. And Flex will find the double. Blackhawk is down to the 2v1. Stoner is there to save the day. 3rd round. But does he have the time to defuse? I think easily and comfortably. 6 seconds to spare. That's Team TAMILAS securing the last round in the first half for themselves. But hey guys, you gotta take a step back into reality. Global Esports, 6 rounds in the lead after the first half. If anything, you've gotta be afraid of Global Esports, because right now it's almost like they've kind of recollected their mental state. They've realized like, hey, we've got to play hard, we've got to play well, and Ascent is the perfect place for this new roster and for them to thrive. So we can see why they had such a dominating performance. Now in anything in the second half, if Global Esports excels even more in defense, it is a wrap for Team TAMILAS. But is TT gonna pull a comeback on the side of attack? I am excited for this pistol round to start. It is gonna be insane. Let's just pull up that scoreboard. 12 kills for Jin. How often do we see Jin at the top of the board for Team TAMILAS? This time he's going to come in massive. Rafa finding the first kill onto SK Rossi. Rafa connects the curveball, gets the second kill, and Blackhawk's going to take him out and back away, but Flex is too quick, catches him by the tail. That's a 4v2 explosive entrance once again. When it comes to pistol rounds, it seems like Team TAMILAS has it understood.
Yeah, Team TAMILAS able to quickly burst into site A. Rafa especially getting the initial kill onto SK Rossi, but instantly following up with the curveball, able to flash out Hellranger and take him down as well. Rafa coming up huge that round, but now is the time for the opposing Phoenix skills. He gets one, instantly though gets traded out by Stoner. Kappa finds his own clone in Jin, but it's a 1v2 situation, and Kappa, he has information of where Flex is, but he needs to go in there guns blazing. Tries doing just that, but Flex able to just back off, be the smooth criminal his agent is supposed to be, and just easily take him down. As you said, TT, they look extremely good in pistol rounds. They won the one in the first half as well, but for them, it's about continuing that advantage because GE, they still have a massive cushion, they have a massive lead, and for GE, they're allowed to make those few mistakes because they did really well in the first half.
Indeed, yeah, they do still have some breathing area, but you know, if anything, and if Global Esports knows the history of Team TAMILAS, they should look to close this off really quick. So we do see an eco coming out from Team TAMILAS here. Oh, sorry, from Global Esports here. They're not going to force buy this time. I do believe that they want the economy to close this quick, so they're not going to take that chance. Hellranger firing away on the Sheriff. It's not going to connect. 74 HP left, and the shock dart misses him by an inch. This is going to be Team TAMILAS looking for some control in the mid area. We do see Black Hawk having the camp in place, and he will stop Team TAMILAS from trying to push through mid and look for that opportunity. But we do see a 3-man rotation onto the B site. I do wonder if Global Esports is trying to anticipate this, but I think they have it all wrong. Or did Team TAMILAS just play the best kind of mind games they could? Because this is a free A site with Hellranger in a short and a Sheriff. There it is, Team TAMILAS. They're gonna make their way onto that A site with no questions asked. Less than 40 seconds left on the clock, and Global Esports, they've got their idea. We see the rotations coming in. Let's see how this pans out. It's going to be very juicy. Now the spike is ticking. Hellranger coming in from lobby. One tap onto Jin. And that was nuts. He's just going to test that a few more times. Meanwhile, Flex at the rafters joined with his buddy Zoid on site. And post-plant positions looks pretty solid for Team TAMILAS. But Global Esports, they're going to take a step at a time. Zoid dropping the dark cover. That might just give Global Esports a little bit of information. Remember, eco round. So Team TAMILAS should have the upper hand. They have lost a member already. And Flex just emerging from the dark cover. Is this the right choice? He should have turned his back. That recon bolt is going to be taken out. He's going to switch himself over to a short. SK Rossi looking for the defuse, but they're going to spray him down. They know where it is. And Kappa tries for it, but it goes boom. And Team TAMILAS will find round number 5. Now, if anything, going into the next round, Global Esports, they've got to take this win back, or Team TAMILAS is just going to steamroll over.
I actually think that was nutty 5-head play from the side of GE, because I don't know if this is intentional, because if that was intentional, it definitely was. They go for the diffuse, and they have to know that the time is not enough for the diffuse, but I think the diffuse was more to try and panic Team TAMILAS into coming back, because you saw Team TAMILAS, as soon as they thought that the diffuse timing was done, all of them started funneling out to the site, but when they hear the diffuse going down, they're like, wait, are we wrong? So they go back, they take down the spike diffuser, but what that does is for GE, it was the eco round. They're like, we're happy to die to the spike, but when you die to the spike, you lose multiple guns, and GE taking down all of Team TAMILAS in that last round made it a really expensive round for TT. But for TT, nevertheless, it's still good that they're clawing back the lead, and now coming into this bye round, they need to try to win this and just assert that momentum onto the side of GE. Kappa's recon bolt will reveal multiple members, and TT, they're still on to B. They might have to rotate because their positions are revealed.
Indeed, and there it is. It must be the brains, Hellranger, the IGL, probably calling that one. And I do remember, if I quote him, he says that, you know, the opponents might have the brawl, but he has the brains. Now Black Hawk here, gonna be defending, picks up a headshot onto Flex. 4v3 situation. Team TAMILAS looking for that rotation over to the A site. GE having figured that out. It's gonna be Zoid and Jin. They've got to look for that opening kill. They have to watch all angles
30
as
seconds
well.
left.
But they're gonna do the heckin' bamboozle and go back for the B site instead, and that's really good because 2 members from B have shifted over to A, so this is going to make it a lot more manageable. But Kappa's insane. He's going to fight Stoner, and Kappa spraying away. 12 seconds left on the clock.
10
The
seconds
spike is
left.
being planted by Zoid. Kappa is going to put everything on the
Spike
line,
planted.
and there it is. Global Esports 4v2 scenario. If Team TAMILAS clutches this, I will lose my mind because it is next to impossible knowing the kind of players that Global Esports is. Zoid blinding his teammate, a little bit odd there, but Jin has to be careful. He's going to be widely exposed, and his crosshair's not quite in the right spot, and Rossi's going to take him down. Zoid's going to find one. Zoid changes his position. He's going to spray, but that's not enough as Kappa takes him out. And this will be the 10th round for Global Esports. Double digits, GE coming back with a vengeance here, and they look so comfortable on the side of defense.
Yeah, for the side of GE, like they just understand the idea of holding down a particular side very well. Even though they made a couple extra rotations in the early half, trying to just stay a step ahead of TT and predict. They're like, we're okay with that because we're really strong on the retake. They make sure that they peek together. SK Rossi especially holding down this smoke angle, knowing exactly where Jin is likely to stand, being able to take him down. And then you see Kappa and his teammate both peeking down the B side angle together. Man, that even if Zoid is able to take one down, it's going to be GE who are able to come out on top. Now with that round going down for GE, TT, they're forced onto an eco, and they're going for a fast eco rush down mid. Rafa already taking out that trap fire. They want to funnel in onto B. They just want to get this round done ASAP and do as much damage as they can.
And Blackhawk here wondering what he's gonna do. 1-for-1 trade. They do have a Vandal to pick up. And that's gonna be Kappa with the spray. SK Rossi chimes in. Last man standing against Zoid with a frenzy and a dream. 1v3 scenario. And Rossi might just find him with the op shot, but he's just gonna move away, pick up a gun, and make use of the abilities that he has. Dark cover is out. He does have the spike, I believe, but 50 seconds left on the clock. That's gonna be Zoid, and Hellraiser takes him out with the headshot. Sorry, Zoid did not have the spike, so he couldn't even pull off a teleport play and get the plant off. But that's gonna be 11 rounds for Global Esports. Looking a little bleak for Team TAMILAS to come back, but anything is possible. You know, the other day we did see a 7-round consecutive comeback, so from a team, so that is insane. I mean, if anything, it is still possible, but GE, they mean revenge. They are putting up a fight. They're not going to be eliminated. They don't want to be eliminated here in the lower bracket finals. They're just so close to reaching the grand finals. Now that's going to be Rafa and Zoid finding kills onto Rossi and Skills. 2 key players of GE going down. But remember, there is still Hellraiser. When you have a team filled with so many strong players, GE still can look for that silver lining of hope. Jin gets the spike planted, and Blackhawk, Hellraiser, they gotta go for this rotate, or they might just save this one.
Stoner on the lurk, he will take down Kappa, and a beautifully executed round by Team TAMILAS. GE, they have nowhere to go. Hellraiser, he will spot out his teammate going down. He'll spot out the camera, and he's like, wait, do I avenge my teammate? Do I go back to side? They will look to do just that. The paranoia coming out to blind Stoner, but Stoner holding down strong. Has someone told him he's on attack and not defense? Because Stoner, an absolute beast right now, holding down B main. He's like, team, you can go ahead, take over A side, get that spike planted in all the shebang, because I'm going to make sure the others are out there. Now TT swarming into B side. Flex will take down Blackhawk. Flex will dash in, make it a flawless round for TT. And at 11 rounds, when your opponent is at 11 rounds, there is no better time to pull off a flawless round, because not only do you start to claw back the momentum, but that just does so much damage to their eco. The operator from SK Rossi going down, he can afford it one more round, but if he's not able to pull it off this round, that's going to be an extremely expensive investment. So we'll have to see if it'll be Flex on the op coming out on top, or if it'll be SK Rossi.
It is midnight, and I am loving the action that is happening here today on Saturday.
Here.
And it's perfect because everyone is home and ready to get this action popping. But that's going to be Team Tamilas finding that round win, which is really good. And, you know, I like the way Stoner played that ending. I think it was more to buy time for his team to circle around and pick up those last few kills. So, good job on Stoner just playing out with his abilities. It was actually very creative, that usage of Cypher there. I think we could definitely take notes of that. As well as you guys. Remember, if you are supporting Team Tamilas, it is hashtag TTOP. We can get that in the chat. And if you are supporting Global Esports, it is hashtag GE Fighting. So, you know, the most worthy, the most consistent, the one that gives us a great show of so many elements and what makes a strong team, they will win this. Now 6-11, Team Tamilas looking for this comeback, and Global Esports, they are looking to not allow that to happen. Now Kappa looking at 3. He's wondering when is the next attack going to be. This is Hunter's Fury dropped by Jin. He does tag 1 and he finds the kill onto Skills. And this means Team Tamilas should be able to get the plant onto the A side. Zoid has that duty. And this is SK Rossi up on Rafters looking at window with the off. You've got to be careful because he is a mean one on that jet. Hellranger does pick up a kill for himself, so it's a 4v4 situation. Now Global Esports inching in very slowly, but you remember as more time goes by, it's going to be harder to clutch the round. Now the Neural Theft has been dropped by Blackhawk. They have all the information about Team Tamilas, and Rafa is still going to try and stop this. He changes up the position, and he might just catch him off guard, but he does only find one as Blackhawk returns the kill. 3v3, Blackhawk with the double. Flex is very ready. He has the Bladestorm in hand. Jin finds one. That's a triple for Jin. And Kappa, Jin, 4K for Jin. What was that? Oh my goodness, Jin, you cannot pull this out of nowhere. He has teammates that are always in the spotlight. And if there was always the question, is Jin really stepping up to the level that we need for Team Tamilas? He just proved it right there.
Yep.
Absolutely insane. It was down to Flex and Jin. Jin picks up 1 kill up in Rafters, 1 down on site, 1 under Rafters, and it was everywhere. The kills were everywhere. That was mad. Look, 17 kills for Rafa and Jin. It is insane, and it's even more than the top fraggers of GE. So, you know, that is just nuts. Really directing Team Tamilas onto the right path. They want to salvage what they can here of map number 2.
Yeah, Team Tamilas really stepping up in this latter half of the second phase now. They're going for a B push once again. This round is the eco round for GE, but take no mistake, they're still as proficient on the Blackhawk. He found 1, Kappa with another, Kappa with 2 more on that Phantom he just picked up. Might just be a thrifty round for GE. Will be exactly that Hellranger getting it. Oh my god, I mean, I'm still recovering from Jin pulling off that massive play in the previous round, but just instantly the ball goes back to GE. They win a thrifty round to push themselves onto match point, and that's got to hurt the momentum for the side of Team Tamilas. Wow, Blackhawk finding that opening kill, but then Kappa holding it down strong from B side, gets a kill with the Phantom, but instantly picks up the Phantom from his dropped teammate, and then he's able to get multiple kills with that. Kappa coming up huge is the battle of the solos.
Match point for Global Esports. Team Tamilas hanging by a thread. 5-round consecutive win for overtime. I hope that happens because I just love juicy rounds. Now, Kappa doing insane on defense. Who is able to pick up these multi-kills? Now, run it back. Gonna keep skills safe, but he is still going to try to make the most out of it. 2 curveballs and he picks up a kill. And there it is. His job is done. Finding that 1 kill is going to ease off the pressure on Global Esports. Now, Rafa looking for the A long push onto site. Spike is, however, in a safe space. Team Tamilas are still going to play the best that they can, and Global Esports not taking any chances. They're just going to sit back, relax, and wait for the enemies to come forward instead of looking to create those plays. They might just answer back, and if they do it correctly, it is a wrap. Now, they should have a little bit of info. Rossi takes out Jin. Flex will find Hellranger. And that is a 3v3 now as Rafa picks up SK Rossi. Zoid is planting, 40 seconds left on the clock. Spike has been planted. And now the rotation from the last member there, Blackhawk, he's going to come over. Skills picks up Rafa. It's a 3v2 situation easily where GE can close this off and call it a day. And there is Zoid. He's going to be watching where their recon bolt is. Not going to get detected. Flex with only 17 HP. They've got to work together. Zoid's going to find Kappa. 2v2 situation. Last two members of GE. They're going to come through the metal door. The Paranoia misses by an inch. And there it is. Scales with the 4K. And it is a wrap. Global Esports take map number 2 for themselves.
We good.
That was just huge round. I think the Thrifty round especially coming out, just really hurting the side of Team TAMILAS in multiple ways. You see, Skills able to pick up the ultimate. He starts off this round with that, using the run it back to just run it down onto the lurker, that is Stoner, who harasses GE normally so much. He's like, no more harassment for you. I'm just going to take you down. It's okay if it costs me an ultimate to get it, because not only do my team get first blood, but you remove the idea of Stoner just lurking and getting control of another site all by himself. And then Skills able to, on the retake, get multiple frags for himself, pick up that 4K. Skills recently switching on to a duelist has been on point, and with this match, with that 278 ACS, he's going to be picking up the MVP and taking us to map 3. This is just starting to really ramp up. Both of the teams, they looked intensely good.
It looks like we're going to go deep into the night with so many games. But before we go into map 3, let's go to Relive the Moment, brought to you by Ideapad Gaming 3 notebook, powered by 4000 series Ryzen processors, perfect for gaming and multitasking. So, global esports here. This is the GE that we know, the GE that is so dominant. SK Rossi, I remember he had a round where he just pulled off an ace. It was just all him. This GE is the GE that we want to see. And, on Haven, they weren't quite able to do that. They really put Team TAMILAS through a tough time. They performed so well in the attacking half, and Team TAMILAS failed to do the same thing when they were on the side of attack. And then Global Esports continued to just push their dominance there on the side of defense. Now, map 2 being Global Esports' pick, we can see that, they will take it for themselves. Now, map 3 is going to be GE's pick as well, and it's going to be split. So I'm not sure how that is going to pan out. But if anything here, Team TAMILAS might be in a little bit of trouble, because if GE maintains this kind of playstyle, it is going to be very tough for Team TAMILAS to be able to adapt to what GE can do here.
Yeah, definitely. I think for the side of Team TAMILAS, it's going to be a very interesting map 3, because the way they won map 1 especially was really interesting. They went 6-6 on the attacking side, and then they were able to hold strong on the defensive. And then coming into map 2, one would assume that since they're starting out on the defensive side, they would look just as strong. But really dropping the ball here, I feel like if they'd gotten up to 8-4 or even 7-5, we would be seeing a completely different second half. Because GE, they're the sort of team that you simply cannot give space to improvise and adapt, because if you give them space to adapt, they adapt so damn fast and they just run away with the entire game for themselves, downloading the opposition team and just understanding exactly what to do. Here on the screen, we get to see that SK Rossi is. This round was phenomenal. SK Rossi just really stepping up for his team. Going into the third map, I'm just interested to see what TT comes out, because the last time we saw TT on Split, it was Tag coming in for Zoid and making that substitution, bringing that fresh blood into the series and really livening it up. I wonder if we're going to see that, or just some sort of different type of creativity from TT.
Indeed, map 3, it is all down to the wire. Remember, this is the lower bracket of the finals. So this is your last chance. And, the team that does not make it today, I believe they will place in 4th. So this is, you want to go further into the competition. There's a huge prize pool. You want to win. So Team TAMILAS and Global Esports, they're going to go all the way right to the end and fight out of their minds in map number 3. So while we prepare that, remember, we do have a massive sale on LG monitors, and Series 4 is now live. Registrations are open. You can grab your buddies and join in on the action, which will kick off in November. So grab a snack. It's going to be a long night, and we'll be back very shortly with map 3 between Global Esports and Team TAMILAS.
Hello guys, my name is Ganesh, also known as SK Rossi, and I play Valorant for Global Esports. Today I'm going to break down some of my plays in the Challenger series and give you guys some insights on my favorite agent, Jet.
What would you all do without me?
Gaming 3 remember, Strokey will take down Outranger, but SK Rossi's there to save the day. And
I
Kyle will
remember
find
this clip.
Black Hawk. This could be a thrifty round for Same Rebellious Gaming or SK
I think I just
Rossi to
say
bring the
skill
glory
stick
back
this.
to Global Esports and try to get it even on the
I'm trying to
scoreboard.
flick.
It's a 2v1 situation. Rossi
Yeah, that was all
will
me, guys.
follow us.
Skills was only
Triple
sticking the
kill.
defuse.
Beautifully done.
This is the 3v3 situation. I get the info that one guy is in backside, so I get that kill. So me and Skills will decide to retake it. Then calls come from that one guy is Octagon B long. So basically I kill the long guy based on the info my teammate gave. And now I just say, Skills, just stick the defuse. I got the last guy. I go on top, looking both directions. I get that kill. Luckily I got that flag.
Pretty wild. Oh my goodness, Buster. He picks up a double.
If I miss, we lose the round. If I miss a single shot, we lose the round here. But I don't miss. I don't miss.
Spy carrier kill. What did Rossi just do?
Well, I don't
And
miss.
He finds the fourth. 14 is to 13.
I just hope for them to teleport and they did. And after I hear all those teleport, I was like, okay, I got what I wanted. Now it's all about me hitting all those shots, because it's really important for us to win that first round in the overtime. It will gain confidence in the team. So I was like crystal clear, like I have to hit all my shots here. I shouldn't miss a single one. So it's kind of round confirmed after this, and I get a call that he's Heaven. So I looked at Heaven, but I think I saw something in CT. So I was like, okay, wait, he's CT, and I just directly flicks onto him. I won't even wait for my teammate. Yeah, this round was so good. So you're a duelist, you need to crack open the side, so be dynamic as possible. Constantly keep asking for flashes, smokes, and recons and stuff, and you need to be the first guy to enter the side using your dash ability. So what you can do is you can use your cloud burst also. So if you're good with the op, Jet is the agent made for operators in this game, especially because the spells are it's amazing. You can take any kind of shots, any risky shots, and you can dash out, use your smokes to escape. So just be good with your aim, be dynamic, be confident. Just keep practicing, you'll get good with it.
Hell Ranger 1 versus 5, and this is going to be Velocity Gaming winning TEC Challenger Series.
The clock is ticking down. Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3, powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD. We have ACT as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. We're back with map number 3. We know it's really late. We apologize to you guys, but we gotta keep the action going. So let's just head over into the map screen and get this started. So, between Team TAMILAS and Global Esports, we saw that map 1, Team TAMILAS, they took the win, and Global Esports took the win on the second map. So it's down to this third one in the best of 3. So the map screen, let's go right into it, and we'll be able to see, are there chances that Team Tamilas will take this one? Because Split was picked by Global Esports, and Global Esports picking map 2, they won. How do you think Team Tamilas will fare on Split?
I think that's a very difficult question to answer, not because of the literal answer, because the answer is very simple. The answer is that it should never happen, but what should never happen seems to always happen with TT, so one can simply never guess. For TT, though, it's really a question of what new things can they bring to the table. Because last time around in the lower bracket semifinals, when we saw them on Split against Villainous, it was Tag coming in, and Tag, he looked just brilliantly fresh for the team. Now, I'm not expecting a similar sort of change because Jin and Zoid have really been on point in this series. But what I am expecting is something new in the composition, something new in their strats, because that sort of something new, the unpredictability, is what got GE map 2. Just the constant rushes in attack, GE able to get that huge score. Now the script, it's in the hands of TT. They need to make something work, or GE in their fortress will just go ahead to the decider finals.
Indeed, Global Esports, having gone through a roster change, they're holding on to everything. They're still making things work. We can kind of see, this roster here in GE just kind of grow and work together. So in map 1, it was pretty uncoordinated. It could be that Haven is no longer a staple map for Global Esports. And right now, Ascent is one of them. Split has always been the classic map from Global Esports. We've seen so much dominance from them, but it's up to Team Tamilas to kind of break that streak and show us that, hey, we can play on another map as well. And now going into game, we do see on the side of attack, it will be Team Tamila, sorry. And on the side of defense, it will be Global Esports. Pistol rounds. And if anything, we know that Team Tamilas usually takes these pistol rounds, but let's see if they are going to be consistent on that.
Yeah, we'll just have to see that. I think the one biggest thing for this side of Team Tamilas is Jin. Because one of the biggest plus points when I previously saw them on Split was Jin on the breach. He was just popping out of his mind in that map. And since Jin already has the tempo from the previous map, he played Ascent brilliantly. I'm expecting Jin to be the X factor here. If he can pop off, I think maybe TT can pull this win off. If he can't, then I am not so sure. Now the Raze is going to come in for both the squads. It's going to be Flex on the Raze, Rafa on the Jet. We saw this composition yesterday from TT. We've seen this composition previously from GE. But skills on the Raze, I still get goosebumps when I think about skills on the Raze from Series 2. He just absolutely pops off. So for me, it's gonna be skills versus Jin. If skills can be the X factor for GE, we'll have to see. And if Jin can use his flash to enable his team, we'll just have to see. It's gonna be TT on attack now, pushing in aggressively. Rafa getting one. Jin lining up his ability, not seeing SK Rossi on the side. SK Rossi through mid, getting multiple kills, and his GE so far on top.
Kappa finding that kill onto Rafa. Zoid and Flex gonna sneak onto the B side. We do see that Flex will be on the base this time, not Jet, and Zoid on his trusty Omen. Firing away is gonna be Flex picking up their kill onto Black Hawk. 2v2. Rossi and Hellranger, they gotta go for this retake. There's still a lot of time, and Team TAMILAS, they have to hold their own. But SK Rossi coming in from the back, he's gonna pick up one, and that is gonna be a total of a triple kill. Zoid is gonna be cornered. Paranoia connects. And that is a brilliant bit of teamwork coming up from Global Esports. And first round for the defenders, Team TAMILAS caught off guard.
Is that important?
And, you know, GE, they are looking in new shape. And I'm here for it.
Haven, very much an attacker's favorite map. Ascent, I would say a defense favorite map, but I think it really depends on which team you're looking at it, because it can be an attacker's favorite map the way you play it. Split, there is no question whatsoever. Very much a defense favored map, and especially when a team like GE, the fortress of GE that we've come to know as Split, when they start on defense, they look insanely strong. So for GE, this is going to become a question of how much of a lead can they take in the first half. For Team TAMILAS, it's about trying to retain some form of control now. TT on the eco, GE on the buy. It's instead Flex with that Sheriff getting the first kill. Flex absolutely huge so far. TT, they went for the eco rush. They've taken control of site A, and the number of thrifty rounds we've seen from either teams in this series, anything is possible.
Indeed, Spike has been planted. Global Esports, they gotta go for this retake. And Team TAMILAS being able to pick off one kill. That puts them in a very nice spot. Not as superior guns, but they can work through this. And Zoid Kappa with a triple kill. Kappa! Last man standing is gonna be Jin up in heavens. He does pick up the kill of the skills. Gonna use that fault line, but the defuse goes over, and Hellrage is gonna end that off. Wow, wow, wow. Kappa's been stepping up here in this lower bracket finals. I haven't quite seen him just look so dominant in defense. Finding these multi-kills, we saw it in map 2, and now right off the bat in the start of map 3, he goes ahead and does it again. Triple kill. Insane.
Yeah, Kappa coming up huge that round, making sure that GE are able to pull off that round win for themselves, and making sure that Team TAMILAS don't get that thrifty. For what Team TAMILAS were able to do in that round was make it really expensive for GE. Now, SK Rossi, he chose to save in round 2 with just his ghost, and now with his op, he's carrying forward. Will miss the shot and dash right back. Really like the way he played chicken with that Boombot coming out. He's like, I know the Raze is gonna use the Boombot to peek, so I'm gonna just let the Boombot come towards me and dare the peek and dare the 1v1 duel. Doesn't miss a shot, but I really like the idea. Now skills with that Phantom will pick up the first kill for the side of GE, and TT, they really do need this round. This is their buy round.
Now Rafa, he's on the Jet, and I do like the switch up of agents. Let's just see what Rafa's going to be able to do. Solely because, you know, Flex usually has the op, and then he pairs that with the Jet agent, but Rafa now, very aggressive player. It does fit his playstyle, and it's up to him to be able to make this work. Usually we see teams kind of just, you know, have two agents that they switch between. But for Team TAMILAS, they play an array of agents, and Rafa being the one to always fill those spots. Now, he is pushing all the way up. Flex finds the kill of the skills, even playing field. But that is going to be a takeover of Team TAMILAS onto the A site, and Flex takes down Black Hawk. 3v4 situation, Global Esports. Flex with the showstopper, finding the third kill onto Hellranger this round. Flex is a madman on this Raze. I mean, you see him on Jet, but on Raze, this is just nuts. And Rossi just gonna back away with Kappa. Good decision. They will save these buys. Huge investment on that operator. They're gonna just drag it on into the next round.
Yeah, really smart decision from the side of Global Esports, but I especially like the way Team TAMILAS are able to explode onto site A, even though they lose on the other side, Stoner going down for Team TAMILAS in the first blood by skills. It's still making sure that Team TAMILAS are like, hey, we might not have the global man advantage, but we know for a fact that we have the site man advantage. Using that pressure to go into site A, get that spike planted, and get this round win. So instrumental, because in the first in the second map, in the first half, we saw when GE were able to accumulate rounds back to back, they just sort of started running away with it. For Team TAMILAS, they're on the attacking half. They don't need to take the lead necessarily. They just need to keep it as close as possible. And winning the first buy round goes a lot in the terms of the direction to be able to do that. Team TAMILAS now, the ball is in their court. We'll see if they're able to do something different. As you said, like, it's just really nice to see Flex stepping up as the sort of entry fragger, because it's usually always Rafa picking up that. It's really nice to see that sort of versatility between those two duelists in Rafa and Flex Flex doing it phenomenally, 6-2 already.
Indeed, you know, and I kind of like how Jin fits in here. Now, he's going to play a Breach, and if I recall, we don't quite see Breach in many of the team compositions of Team TAMILAS, and this might be one of the reasons why Jin is on board. You know, Sova isn't the best agent to utilize here on Split, but that's going to be Kappa. He's on the Breach as well. SK Rossi is going to pick up a kill onto Jin. Kappa providing those flashes. Hellraiser takes down Rafa. Zoid and Stoner, they both find kills. 3v3, Global Esports is not very healthy. Stoner finding a double. Flex gets Rossi. Skills last man standing with the frenzy. He picks up Stoner. 1v1. Raze versus Raze. Nothing personal, just gameplay. Flex might just find this kill. And there it is. Team TAMILAS. They get even on the scoreboard. No plant needed, just full-on duel. I did like the way Global Esports responded to Team TAMILAS here. They were quick, but TT, they knew what to expect this time. And this split map, I think this is going to confirm to us if this map is still a huge advantage for Global Esports like before regarding this new roster, or is this a new map that Team TAMILAS will thrive on? Either way, we're going to get some juicy takeaways.
Yeah, for sure. And so far, it's Flex who's being that sort of like the delivery person of that for the side of Team TAMILAS, able with an 8-2 score push Team TAMILAS onto an even status now. For the side of GE, last round was an eco round. So for GE, this is the round where they want to turn the tides around, because you really do not want to let the attackers be able to get the lead. The seismic blast will come out from Jin to clear out B Heaven, and I really like the way TT are approaching this round. They're taking mid control, but they're not doing it with the spike. They understand the need to rotate at any point possible. They're just looking for picks while they do this. You can see Rafa moving on to be Heaven. Rafa and Skills right now in a Mexican standoff. First to peak might win, first to peak might lose. We'll just find out in a second.
Oh man, Skills here. He does have the showstopper in hand, double satchels and nade. We can look for a flashy play here. Skills just gonna drop that paint shell in. Rossi looking for that rotate. Hellraiser gets hit with the vision impairment.
Exactly
Rafa's double pick up kills. And Hellraiser's gonna fire away. Jin returns their Global Esports down to 2 members. Team TAMILAS making attack work. Jin is getting the plant off for the situation as Blackhawk makes his way over. They might just challenge this. And SK Rossi just gonna pick up that Phantom and back away. Global Esports thinking, hey, we're gonna give Team TAMILAS the respect that they deserve. 2v4 situation, we might not make it out alive, and we're not gonna strain our economy further. Good saves on this side, and Team TAMILAS, I don't think they're gonna go hunting for them at all. But let's just pull up the scoreboard there. I do like how this round panned out. Stoner and Flex just coming out massive. And Jin being able to return that kill onto Hellraiser, who was trying to stop the push coming from Garage. So I like how this round went. Team TAMILAS, they will take this. But Global Esports is not the end of them. They can definitely look to bounce back.
Yeah, for GE, like, this is definitely not the end. But the issue becomes, like, time and time again, we say this for TT, is like, this is a team out of all the teams, because any top tier team, you give them momentum, they'll run away with it. TT, they just take it a little too far in the way they just sort of start feeding off of momentum. 3-2 already on the attacking half. For TT, this was a huge round because this was the buy round for GE. Even though they saved a couple weapons, which I have to say a very good decision by GE, for them, their economy is really hurting. You can see GE with that 2 weapon save, they will be able to get full buys, but still a couple light shields coming through for Blackhawk and Skills will mean it's TT with that advantage, TT with a comfortable position, and you never want to let Team TAMILAS get comfortable because they will run away with it. We'll see if GE is able to just establish, as you said, as we know previously, split to be that fortress, or if this is the coming of the new dawn in our quest to crown a new champion, if Team Tamilas will uproot out the legacy holders in GE and be like, we are here to establish our own place, dare not interfere.
Blackhawk's gonna find the first kill onto Stoner there, who was looking to attack onto the A side. Now Team TAMILAS might just pull it back and go for B instead. We do see Kappa making that rotation. We're just gonna look out just in case. Jin finds the kill onto Skills, and I do believe that these two remaining members here, Rafa and Jin, they're gonna look for more frags while the spike is being transported over to the B site, and they have to be careful. They did station Kappa there. Now, Jin, slow and easy. Rafa, not the healthiest here. Team TAMILAS, they've got to play on something massive. And he drops the ultimate onto the A side just to fake the fact that they are going for the A side plant. But Hellranger takes out Jin. Blackhawk's gonna find Rafa. And they should realize that, hey, the plant is not going to happen. Team TAMILAS is a little bit creative, but is that enough? Because it becomes a 2v4 situation. Now Spike has been planted, but instead we do see Flex pushing the back, and they might just play over aggressive and pick up these kills. The paranoia connects. It's down to the 1v2. And it looks like one member of Global Esports is not all that healthy. Flex, how will he play this out? He fires! That's a triple kill onto Rossi. 1v1 between Flex and Blackhawk. Flex has to play with time and intelligence. This is gonna be massive, because this round might just set the entire pace of this game because it's just so close. And Flex finds the 4K. It's a clutch. And Team TAMILAS, they secure the 4th round for themselves here in attack.
I think you said it perfectly. This round definitely was going to set the pace, because it's not just in terms of the way the game is going, the way all the players are feeling, because that is one extremely important factor. But literally, mathematically, GE, they went for the saves last round so that they're able to come into this round with full buys, so that they're able to try to push back this round and make it even on the scoreline. And honestly, in the middle of the round, I was really questioning this decision by Team TAMILAS, because I really like the make noise in one side and go to the other play before we go back to that, going into the next round, Rossi with that Sheriff finding a kill. But yeah, as I was saying, just to wrap it up, like, while I really like that play, I don't like the fact that both of them did go down, but they rely on Flex, the firepower of Team TAMILAS, coming up huge 4K for himself, clutch round for Flex, 4-2 for TT. Now GE, they're on the eco, but they've already found first blood. Rossi with that one tap with the Sheriff, giving GE the advantage. We'll see if TT can once again be creative, because you can see Stoner on the map. He's nowhere near his teammates.
Indeed, you know, the setup here by Blackhawk, he's got A side rigged, filled with his ability. So Team TAMILAS, they got to be a little bit careful about this. And Jin here just lurking on ramps, looking for a pick-off. I do like the way that he's playing Breach. And, you know, these compositions are the same on both sides, both teams with the similar approach. What I do like about Team TAMILAS is that they switched up the duelists on different players, and this might affect the way that the Rafa will approach Jet and the way
30
Flex
seconds
will
left.
approach Raze. So this might give a little bit of uncertainty for the side of Global Esports in terms of what to expect. Now Rafa here, B tower, dash to the site and fire away, but Hellranger's gonna take him out. 2 members down from the side of Team TAMILAS. Hellranger, he's gonna get caught in the fault line. Not quite, he dodges it. And Flex takes down Blackhawk, but it's a 1v4 situation. And looks like the last round didn't quite set the pace for Team TAMILAS, but more like both these teams are kind of like on a seesaw, because I think they are performing equally as well so far on the respective sides that they are on.
Yeah, I mean, you would assume that the way Flex able to clutch that round just sort of sets the pace by giving a ton of confidence to TT and taking away a ton of morale for the side of GE. But GE, they stay strong. Even in this eco round, they're able to come up huge. SK Rossi, he starts it off with the first blood, and then towards the end, you see Hellranger, the leader for the side of Team TAMILAS, just for the side of Global Esports, just holding it down extremely well from B side, able to get multiple kills. TT, they did the right right thing in terms of the rotations, but the fact that they already a man down and running into players like Hellranger and SK Rossi ended up being their downfall. Now TT, they're going for mid control, and that's exactly where GE are. It's gonna be TT, it's gonna be Rafa finding the first 2 kills for them. Jin will find another. Blackhawk returned 1, but TT with those kills, they made it 4v2. SK Rossi, though, he's taking matters into his own hands, gets 2 for himself, makes it 2v2. It's SK Rossi and Hellranger versus Stoner and Flex.
Stoner is getting the plant off in A side, and we do see Flex coming for the rotate. But Stoner's just gonna back away. They gotta play this one smart. And Stoner, no abilities left in hand, but he's got everything placed. Now Flex just about to meet up with him, and Rossi gonna make it his entrance. Now they've got to do this very slowly. Hellranger taking a while to get across, but you know they will make it worthwhile. Now SK Rossi, he is on site. We do see the dark cover onto the spike, but that is going to be a nade thrown in by Flex. They are defending it, and there is the defuse going, and that is a showstopper. Flex takes out Rossi 1v1. Hellranger knows where he is, and Hellranger clutches it out, but does he have time? He doesn't, and he's got to run, but the trap wire slows him down. It was worth it from Stoner just placing that. Team TAMILAS securing the 5th round for themselves. Great round. That was thrilling. I think GE did the best that they could, but Team TAMILAS was just kind of a step ahead there.
Yeah, exactly, and that's really what is, I think, phenomenal about this map, because GE, the best they can on split, you assume is gonna be like a very dominant show, the way it's on Ascent. But TT, they're constantly challenging the just assumed standards. They're constantly setting the pace in their own signature, and right now, with the way they're constantly rotating between sides while causing noise, last round they did a ton of noise down in B, while Stoner, he made his way onto A, got that spike planted. That extra bit of time where GE is forced to rotate all the way from one half of the map to the other means that TT, they're able to find a 5-3 round scoreline now. 5 rounds on the attacking half by itself is huge, but with 4 rounds to go, if TT can take the lead in the attacking half, it would be monumental. Now Rossi finds 1, Flex returns back, but skills on the race starting to step up, will find 2 for himself. It's a 4v2 situation for GE on the retake. TT, they're getting used to their post-plant positions. They're trying to delay as much as possible. They want the timer to expire.
Now Global Esports going for this retake. Jin here might just find a kill. He does pick up Hellranger. He fires away. Finds him before he goes down. Now it's up to Rafa, but Blackhawk takes down the last 2 members, but they've got to run. It looks like Kappa will be defusing. Sorry, I got a little bit confused there, but Kappa, he should get this defuse off easily in time. 8 seconds left to spare. Global Esports bouncing back. So it's kind of like a seesaw scenario again. Back and forth, back and forth. Global Esports, you know, taking down 3 members of Team TAMILAS so quick, and then being able to go for this retake. You know, keeping the numbers, keeping your team alive is really important for both sides, and GE just able to do that here. Kind of shows, you know, there are some rounds where Team TAMILAS just clutches it out even with the disadvantage, but if GE was ever caught in that scenario instead, they should be able to do the same.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, definitely. I think for GE, it's all about getting as much as possible from this round, because as you can see, that round win for GE, it forces Team TAMILAS onto the eco round, and SK Rossi, he's picked up the op. We'll have to see if they can make it work, because Team TAMILAS, they're going for an eco rush. Hellranger on this off position will find the first kill, but Rafa with the Blaze Storm finds another back. Kappa finds 1, but Jin instantly returns back, and so far GE, they're not really loving this round, because the op hasn't at all come into play. You can see SK Rossi, now he's gonna make his way from holding down mid into B side slowly but surely. It's gonna be Blackhawk, SK Rossi, and Skills versus Team TAMILAS. TT on the eco round, just trying to hold on strong. Skills will find 1 onto Rafa, give the man advantage to the side of GE, but Jin on the flank will be able to take down Skills, but Skills in the last moment throws out his ultimate, and GE with that defuse, they'll be able to make it even.
2 rounds consecutive. GE catches up on the scoreline against Team TAMILAS. A couple of rounds left until the side swap, and it all comes down to that. So, wow, oh wow. These teams are fighting out of their minds, and GE Skills here being able to catch Rafa off guard there was massive. And Jin with the Sheriff able to take the kill, but Skills was quick. So, that double kill from Skills meant a lot. And then they finished off Zoid. So Global Esports, good bit of play there. And we're going to move into the second round before the swap. And we do see Team TAMILAS crowded around the B side. SK Rossi will be watching mid with the operator. Any unlucky member from Team TAMILAS that makes their way over is going to be hit. Now we do see the fault line come out. It does concuss SK Rossi, but effects are over. He's back looking that direction. Now Team TAMILAS moving in for the B site. No noise on A. They have stationed Blackhawk there. But, this slow entry, we can see that both teams, they're not even going aggressive on the side of defense. Rossi picks up Rafa. He's just going to back away. And they've got to be careful. Jin throws out the flash and flashes his teammate. Stoner will find Skills, and Jin is praying for his life. Stoner finds a double, and SK Rossi, he still has the op in hand. The fault line does connect. 2v3 situation. Team TAMILAS, they have the upper hand, but they've got to be careful because Rossi's an absolute monster when it comes to the op. Zoid is planting. He has the Sheriff in hand. He invested in this, and let's see if he will be able to pick up a kill. Blackhawk on the other side. Rossi, third kill onto Zoid. Headshot, one tap. Rossi gonna switch out his weapon. Flex takes him down to one situation. It's all down to Blackhawk and Flex with the double. Team TAMILAS, they secured the 6th round.
Flex has just completely exploded onto Split, and I don't even mean that in a way of a pun because he's playing Raze, because he literally exploded. Flex, time and time again, he's just able to hold down for TT. Every single time he's one of the last members standing for their side. Every single time he's able to pick up multi-kills. Flex in this round with a double kill towards the end. When that TT, they're able to push to 6-5. And now TT, they'll be like, even if we lose this last round, we're at a 6-6. We started on the attacking side in a defense-favored map against a team that is, in terms of statistics, favored on this map. TT, they're going to be very happy with their scoreline right now, and it's just about whether or not they can find that extra round, make it 7-5. What you can see on the scoreline is Flex 17 kills, just absolutely phenomenal. But on the side of GE, SK Rossi, he's leading the charge, and now he has a judge. We've seen how good SK Rossi can be on the judge, so we'll see if he can make some aggressive plays or if TT just ended up making it 7-5. TT, they're running it back onto B side. The flashes, the grenades, all of it coming out is once again going to be a B burst execute.
And Kappa, he does connect so many useful flashes. Hellranger picks up a kill as well. Zoid gonna get the revenge kill on Kappa. Zoid with a double. And this is Flex. He's just gonna hide in this little corner here. Global Esports. Hellranger falls as Stoner finds the kill. 2v2. Stoner finding his clone. It's clones versus clones. And Blackhawk will come out on top. Now it's all down to Flex for a 2v1. But Skills takes him out. Global Esports ending off the first half, being able to get it evens on the scoreline. Nicely done, and the perfect way to go through the first part of map number 3, the deciding map on which team will have a chance to go further in this competition or ultimately end off in 4th place here in the TEC Challenges Series 3.
Yeah, but I have to say, because I'm getting a little bit of deja vu. 6-6 with Team TAMILAS starting on the attacking side. We saw this in map 1. This is exactly what happened. And map 1 was an attacker's favored map. So GA, they could have been happy, but it was still TT closing out map 1. Now, once again, in map 3, 6-6 with TT starting on the attacking side is going to look extremely close. The one thing that GE do have in their favor is both of the teams are running the exact same compositions. So GE, you know what, you surprised us by the really fast pushes in some rounds and the way they rotated in those few rounds. So it's gonna come down to, in this last map, in this last half, fighting for both of their lives, these teams, it's gonna come down to those small decisions. We'll have to see if Hellranger is able to hold strong with his in-game leading, or if TT, with the firepower of Flex, just able to reign supreme and go to the decider finals. 6-6 on the scoreline. SK Rossi, Hellranger for the side of GE leading the charge, but it's all about Flex on the side of TT right now. This is Flex's map to lose. This is Flex's map to win. We'll see which Flex we see come out in the second half.
Indeed, Global Esports, they have the power to kind of change the outcome of this. and it's up to them to kind of follow through. But Global Esports pistol round, and on the attacking side, they have left the spikes in a safe spot. And I am guessing that their idea is to, go for a gun duel, get a pick off or two, and then put the plan in motion. This will allow them to kind of get a feel of TT as well on the side of defense. Now, both these teams, they should know what to expect if they have done their homework in terms of watching all the replays, and kind of working through strategy on how to beat teams, because you can kind of see a pattern in how they play. Now, Team TAMILAS, one thing that they have is great discipline, and they are going to stay in very defensive positions. They're not going to peek out. They're going to wait for it. And that is Zoid here on B side. He will do the work. And Cypher will be taking care of the A side instead. But this is going to be Global Esports inching their way closer to B. They don't have time for a rotate. So it's the B side or nothing with only 30 seconds left on the clock. Now this is Flex here.
30
Picking up
seconds
the
left.
bot, gonna drop it down and back away. Team TAMILAS on the side of defense. They have to make this work. Flex finds the kill onto Rossi. Meanwhile, two players of Team TAMILAS have fallen, and Kappa last.
Planted.
Kappa does get the spike planted, but Skills finds the kill onto Stoner, and Team TAMILAS are the last two standing. Global Esports with a really good attack, and like what you mentioned, CA, they came in quick, they came in fast, unexpected, and it worked exactly like what TT did when they were on the attacking side. Now this is Rafa here. It's a 1v4 situation. He's gonna fire away. He finds one, and Rafa Flex by 3, and that's gonna be a 4K for Flex on the race. But does he have the time to defuse easily? Oh my god, where did that come from? Flex on the race is officially one of my most favorite things in the history of the Challenger series. Just like how Skills went on the Cypher and then came back on Duelist. Things like this makes me happy when you see players just change it up and show us that the agent doesn't limit them. They're going to bring forward all of their game sense and knowledge and show how quick they are in adapting to situations that are not exactly favorable to them. And switching up agents, that's not an easy task.
I'm just honestly, and this is not an easy thing to do for all of you out there. It's really not easy to get me to stop talking, but Flex did exactly that. Oh my god, I genuinely thought it was done and dusted. I was in the same position as you. I was like, yeah, GE did really well. They did a quick, fast execute onto B side. They're able to get the plant. They're able to get the trades they desperately need. Stoner got a little bit unlucky towards that. He just walked past Skills into the smoke in the B alley side. He's not able to actually get him. Skills spots him towards the end, takes him down. But Flex on the back of Rafa, able to find a 4K for himself and give TT that pistol round win. I'm just at a loss for words now. Going into this next round, you expect the side of GE to go for eco, but they're not trying to do that. They're going for the buys, with the exception, no, actually every single member spending all of their money. Flex with the 4K, he can get a Phantom and full shields. SK Rossi, with the help of his teams, he has been given a Vandal and full shields. It's going to be duelist versus duelist with that assault rifle to decide which team comes out on top, because losing this round, I genuinely do fear might just break GE. But if they can win this round, they can get a ton of momentum. Flex on the Phantom, Rossi on the Vandal. It's the battle of the guns, it's the battle of the duelists.
I'm just going to throw in there what I love about both these teams is the fact that they do give us some of the flashiest highlights.
Yeah.
From some insane multi-kills, and I really like it. It just makes it so exciting. But Flex is going to come into contact here with Rossi. And, this is going to be massive. He comes out on top. Oh, Flex with the spray. He gets Rossi, takes him down. And Global Esports here, they do have guns in hand. And they are still going to try their chance. 45 seconds left. Time is ticking. And Skills here with the frenzy. He's going to fire away, drop to 53 HP. Got to pull that back. Jin comfortably up here onto the catwalk of heaven. And Flex takes out Black Hawk. Global Esports down to
30
3
seconds
members.
left.
Jin just going to pick up that Vandal and look for a kill. But Zoid there finds Skills.
One
Outrage
player
and reach
standing.
onto a site, but Rafa pops out of nowhere, picks him up with a headshot. And last man standing is Kappa, 34 HP, Sheriff in hand. And Rafa finishes it off. Flawless round for what was, I believe, a kind of like a force buy for Global Esports, but Eco, Team TAMILAS, they get this round for themselves. Now they really have to stay on their toes because GE might just come back with a vengeance with their full buys because we've seen it happen. We know what to expect. So, if it does play out according to script and according to what we've seen, Global Esports should bounce back with their buys, but not just yet because it was a half buy. They invested their money and now it is they still got to go into this eco. So that might just hurt them a little bit, but we'll see if they're able to kind of flip the script here and take them this round instead. Rossi wins the gun battle, takes out Stoner, and Rafa will find the 1-for-1 trade.
For a situation, all of GE, they're scampering though, they're running away. They got the pick they needed, they made it the noise they needed, and now they're looking to rotate onto B. But B is where, and this is what I love about TT, they make sure that they hold on to the site really strong. They always leave one man behind to catch the rotate off from the other team on the other side. Zoid doing just that for his team, will find that first kill onto skills. Zoid will use the shouted step to get away, will be able to find another. Zoid! Oh my God, Zoid! This is what I love about the discipline of TT. It's just Hellranger, last man standing, who get taken down by Flex, and Zoid. Oh my God, he came up huge in that round.
Man, oh man, I think I just saw both of us jump up in our chairs. But Zoid, that was one of the best usages of the Shrouded Step there, that teleporting. It is insane. And Kappa Blackhawk lined up for that collateral. A little bit of a mistake there on the side of GE, but Zoid picking up those kills, that eased off massive pressure. And the fact that he kind of ran out of bullets, he wasn't able to get that 4K. He did peel the last man standing, and Team TAMILAS, his teammates that were still alive, could wrap that up easily. But moments like this just makes it so juicy, and we gotta keep a close eye on the scoreline because Team TAMILAS is so close to double digits. 3 rounds in the lead. Man, oh man, this is actually dominance that we're seeing from TT here.
TT on defense is... I've always felt like they're a defensive team, but coming into Series 3, the discipline for them really has improved. But as you mentioned, G on the buy round, there's something to be scared of. It's gonna be SK Rossi with that Phantom getting the first kill. GE, they've taken mid control, now looking to flow into side B. But Zoid, he's in a similar position as he was last time. Skills though, he will leave no stone unturned, brings out that showstopper, blows it up in the face of Zoid, makes it 5v3 for the side of GE. The spike will go down in B. And for TT, they've won 3 rounds in a row. So I'm not really expecting them to go for the save. I expect them to go for a retake. But I understand the idea of not giving away that extra point to GE. So they might just go for a complete save. We'll have to see.
Indeed, this is a good choice. They are inching closer to the end of this map solely because the scorelines are getting much, much closer. So, pulling off this save, watching every angle, keeping each other safe here, that's a good choice. Now, Global Esports, they are able to get the 7th round, and they must be singing and happy. It was a very good start. They got the 2 frags, and they immediately pushed it to B and capitalized on it. Skills specifically using that showstopper to secure the kill onto Zoid. But there we see 24 kills for Flex. 9 on Jin and Rafa. I think that is self-explanatory on how insane Flex is on Raze in Split. But Team TAMILAS, the rest of the members, I would like to see a little bit more presence because at this point, their KDAs are kind of negative. And we do see a little bit more positive KDAs on the side of Global Esports. But, it's good to see a team that is very well-rounded and they don't have to stick to the power and the guns of one particular player. The pressure of the tournament is high, and I can see why, why and how it is affecting these players. But they've got to hold on. They've got to make this through. And this is going to be Flex, very aggressive, but Rossi catches him. Probably should have been a little bit more defensive. And losing the top fragger of Team TAMILAS, will they falter now? Or will they still be able to hold their own? And that's Rafa picking up 1 kill. The dash doesn't quite work out as he bangs right into the wall. But Rafa still going to watch the mid area. Jin, he does have, he might get caught with a flash in that position, but he does have Zoid on site. And they have left Stoner to protect the A side completely by himself. And that is the beauty of Cypher. We do see Global Esports lurking around, 1-for-1 trade. It's a 4v4 situation, 45 seconds left on the clock, and we do see the attackers pick up the pace. Rafa picks up the kill on Kappa, and he's there to step up for Flex, who isn't. Triple kill for Rafa onto Rossi, 2v4 situation, and Rafa with the 4K. Blackhawk is nearby, he might just find the ace, and that is an ace for Rafa. Coming in heavy, he saw Rossi do it in map number 2, and Rafa's gonna show you that he can as well. Double digits for Team TAMILAS. 3 rounds in the lead. That was insane. Ace for Rafa. God damn.
Here.
I think we were talking about something like this before off stream about the idea of how, like, as casters, we're always talking about what's the ideal play to make, what's the optimal way to approach a specific round, and every single time we see from both these teams, from TT and GE, it feels like when we're mentioning something, we see that happen in the next round. Just as you mentioned that for TT, they really need a couple more members to step up to sort of take that extra bit of pressure off of Flex. There's simply no better way to do that than see your other core duelists pick up an ace, make it push themselves to double digits. Now 10-7 for Team TAMILAS. Rafa with that ace, now on fire himself. We'll have to see what GE able to pull off. Now GE, they're trying to be very sneaky. They took mid control and they're funneling onto A. But this is very much a TT signature move. They like to give up mid control so they can contest otherwise. You can see the perfect camera placement there, stopping the movement from GE, from vents onto A. We'll see if Stoner is able to hold on the site. The cage comes out, so does the grenade though. Stoner will be taken down by his clone in Blackhawk. GE, they're aggressively pushing onto site A and it's just Rafa holding it down.
Rafa picks up Blackhawk and Rossi picks up Rafa. 4v2. Global Esports heavily in favor, coming in with a bang. And this is what we've been waiting for. Hellranger gets the spike planted. And this is going to be Zoid inching in from lobby onto main. And Zoid gets taken out by Kappa. Last member standing is Flex. He finds the kill onto Rossi. He could go for the save, but he might just go for the challenge instead. 10-7. Team TAMILAS are pretty healthy. And Flex is going to go from heaven down to the back. And look for a potential pickoff here in screens. And that's going to be the satchel. Not quite connecting. And Flex just turning around. He knows someone is right behind him. But he's got to be smart about it. Flex picks up skills. Not enough time. He can look for frags. You know, that's the best possible thing. And Flex could also pick up the kill here. But he's just going to back away. And not look for any more flags. Okay, safe option for Team TAMILAS. But GE, that is the GE we want to see. That is the dominant entrance that we want to look at. Blackhawk finding a kill. Rossi as well. And then, you know, the return kill on Rafa after Blackhawk goes down. Rossi finding the double. That is massive. So small kills like this is what GE needs to do and put their actions into plan. Hellranger getting the spike planted, and then they were in post-plant positions. Great positions, in fact. Under heaven, in screens, on site. Global Esports, if they continue this kind of consistency, they could definitely look for a comeback.
That's the key word, right? They need to make sure that they're able to consistently do this, because for the side of TT, like, the way I really liked about the way GE approached that round is when a team like TT gives up mid control and tries to hold down the heaven of either side, the easiest way to punish that is just to sort of cruise past the heaven. You saw SK Rossi doing just that, just dashing in aggressively, doing it once again. Will find Zoid, but Jin finds the return instantly, and now SK Rossi will get taken down by Jin. Rafa with 2 more, and Rafa with his third TT coming back strong. Back-to-back rounds, just round after round. Each team takes one, but TT, they're maintaining that 3-round lead, and TT now at 11 rounds, slowly but surely edging towards kicking Global Esports out of this entire tournament. TT, oh my god, Rafa really starting to step up towards the end here.
Talk about being... Oh my goodness, the Rafa. Triple kill. I mean, talk about, you know, making a comeback. Team TAMILAS securing map 1, Global Esports securing map 2, and now Team TAMILAS on split, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking like, hey, is Team TAMILAS gonna give us a show here? Are they gonna be comfortable on split, considering that we know that there are other maps that they are way better at? But they are showing that they have had the practice and they know what to expect, and it's really coming into play. Now, this is going to be Skills dropping a paint shell in a very good spot. He does tag Jin. And now Skills, he's looking for a way to move onto site. The Seismic Blast almost connects onto him, but he's safe, stepping away from that. Hellranger fires at Zoid, picks him up. And Team TAMILAS with the man disadvantage. Remember, it's still going to take a lot to close off GE. And Jin here loses the gun battle to Rossi. He falls as well. 55 seconds on the clock. Global Esports will get this plant. And it's all down to the last 3. The neural theft is dropped as well by Black Hawk. And it looks almost impossible for Team TAMILAS. And it seems like they might just retreat and give this away. They can afford it. And Global Esports, you know, the last round was a mishap, but they realized what they did wrong, and they did it correctly here on the B side.
Yeah, definitely. Like the way Global Esports, they're just like, hey guys, we understand which corners we did not check. We understand that we did not necessarily secure Heaven altogether and allowed Rafa to get in. And we're like, it's okay. They were just a couple small changes, a couple small refinements we have to make to the way we executed onto B side, able to do just that and push in onto B, get yet another round. But over the last 5 to 6 rounds, we've continuously seen team after team just winning one round. GE win one round, then TT win one round. GE win one round, then TT win one round. And at that rate, it will not work out for GE. So it's all about bringing the consistency that GE are known for. It's all about bringing the adaptability that GE are known for to the table and trying to win yet another round here to make it 11 to 10 and reduce the lead. Now we'll take a quick look at the scorecard because I think I caught a sneak peek of Flex picking up that operator for himself. Flex already on point, now on defense with the op. This might just make or break the game. If he's not able to find a couple kills, it's going to be a really backfired investment. But if he's able to be the Flex we know him to be with the operator, it might be over for GE.
Now Rafa, he does get flashed, and it seems like he's caught in the middle. He's not going to fire just yet. He does. Picks up skills. Trigger control did work. I think he was waiting for, you know, a potential second kill. But taking out skills, that is still something. Team TAMILAS, man advantage. They're still going to hold their angles. Now, Rafa just going to change that up a little bit. And Hellranger has managed to sneak right into vents. Now, Blackhawk takes out Flex. And it's back to an even playing field. Blackhawk just going to take out that trap wire as well. He's firing away. Jin just going to drop that flash. And he drops another. Almost gets caught. He's firing away. He picks up Rossi. And Jin, he finds another flash. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Jin finds the kill on Blackhawk. Global Esports down to 1 member. That was hectic, a massacre. It was head-to-head. It was a huge fight. Rafa ending that off with a triple kill. Match point for Team TAMILAS. Is this the end of the journey for Global Esports placing 4th in this tournament? Or are they going to come back? Oh my goodness, Team TAMILAS. You see, this round was so quick. Jin here almost got caught off guard. Blackhawk finding that kill on Stoner. And Jin here just looking for that kill. He manages to pick it up, but Hellranger was left alive. And it was sloppy on the side of Global Esports. But, you know, I think it's the pressure that is probably getting to them.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree because the way Jin is able to delay for so long and just sort of deny that SK Rossi aggressive push, because every time we see SK Rossi aggressively dash in and get a kill, it feels like the round is just done and dusted because GE, they follow up brilliantly. But Jin, using his flashes to perfection, using that breach buff, now has 3 flashes before a couple patch, to perfection, delaying for so long and picking up so many kills for him. Skills now pushing in a bit too aggressively down B garage, will get taken down by Rafa. 5v4 for Team TAMILAS, match point for Team TAMILAS, and this might just be the end of the journey for Global Esports and the start of the rise of the pride of South India, and honestly looking to become the pride of India in Team TAMILAS. Now Rossi, he wants to have a say in it. Will take down Rafa, will make it 4v4. GE, they're committing onto side B. This is the fight, do or die.
Rossi takes down Zoid. He's looking to buy a little bit more time. Kappa's getting that flat off, and Jin is rotating quickly. And we do see Flex. He will be the last one to arrive. But will Jin be able to do anything with Stoner here? If they could take out a couple of kills, they could wrap this up. But Global Esports, they are hanging on. They're not just going to give up. If anything, this is the fight that we are looking at. We want to see GE come in heavy. And that is the Rolling Thunder. Stoner making an entrance in, checking all corners, but he's going to be caught by the tail from the back. And Flex falls. Jin takes down 1. Rossi ends this round with a 4K. 10 rounds for Global Esports. but they still got to do a little bit more because Team Tamilas definitely have the upper hand.
Yeah, I mean, constantly, time and time again. Like, ever since, I think it went 9-6 in the favor of Team Tamilas, that's when the sort of seesaw started, because 9-6, then 9-7, then 10-7, and then 11-7, and then so on. Both of the teams finding round after round. Each round, you see a new player stepping up. This round, it was SK Rossi just able to get that 4K, keep GE fighting, as their hashtag is. And on that note, remember guys, 12-10 right now. If you think GE can pull off these next two rounds, push us to overtime, it's hashtag GE fighting. If you think TT can pick up the match point for themselves, as the pattern so far has said in the seesaw rounds, it's hashtag TTOP. Now, a small pause coming out, both of the teams just taking a second to breathe, taking a second to live in the moment. This high pressure, high stakes environment, our quest to crown a new champion, both of the teams hungry for it.
Indeed, you know, it's all down to this. You get the chance to go further in the Challenger Series. These teams have worked so hard to fight from the round of 256, where over 200 teams came to play. And now to be down to the top 4 and watch it slip away, it is going to be a heart-wrenching feeling, but that's going to be Stoner finding first blood onto Rossi. Zoid looking for a kill. He picks up Black Hawk. Stoner does fall. 3v3 as Skills takes out Zoid. And it could be anybody's game. Skills here. He's going to look for a kill with the showstopper. And the spike has yet to be planted. Flex dodges the showstopper. That was a smart move to pull back. Now Jin, he's looking in the right angle. He's going to pull out the seismic blast. And Skills drops onto the site in perfect time. And he gets picked off by Jin. And now it is a 2v3. Rafa spraying for his life. He dashes. 2v2. 1v2. Last member standing. It's going to be Rafa. 1v1 between Rafa and Kappa. Kappa should be able to clutch this, but Rafa! Triple kill! That is gonna be Team Tamilas going over to the grand finals lower bracket to fight their way up into the grand finals. Insane round. Oh my god, that was an explosive ending. Rafa stepped up. He came in massive. Flex had the highest number of frags, but Rafa is right there to help Rafa if he's not able. Rafa's there to help Flex if he's not able to pick up all those kills, and that is what you need, a well-rounded team. It was so close. Global Esports was so close, but it seems like they will place 4th this time in the Challenger Series.
That was just absolutely phenomenal from the side of Team Tamilas. Flex picking up that MVP, switching from the Jet to the Raze, completely just exploding GE's hopes and dreams, kicking them out of the competition, but more importantly for Team Tamilas, keeping their dream alive. Team Tamilas, they knocked out in the lower bracket semifinals in Series 2. They made their way onto the decider finals in Series 3, continuously improving. Now the team wants to make it to the grand finals and win it all.
All right, guys, this was an explosive best of 3. So let's head over into Relive the Moment, brought to you by Ideapad Gaming 3 notebook, powered by 4000 Series Ryzen processors, perfect for gaming and multitasking. And we'll talk more about what happened. Oh my goodness, I'm still riding from a high because Global Esports was so close. But Team Tamilas, they knew what they had to do. And Rafa, it looked almost impossible. I believe it was a situation where Team Tamilas had the man disadvantage, but Rafa coming in with that 1v2 clutch, it was absolutely nuts, and I bet everybody was losing their minds. Man, oh man, if anything, Team Tamilas, they are the comeback kings, for sure, because they always live up to the name. They won in map 1, and in map 2 they lost, and you know, we did see kind of like the fear of the fans. You know, everyone was thinking, yeah, GE might just come back and take this, because Global Esports are filled with members with so much history in competitive gaming, and we would have thought that, you know, they might just take this best of 3 for themselves. But it seems like, you know, the roster kind of proved to be an issue, considering that Global Esports had new additions, and you know, it takes time to kind of get in tune with one another. Whereas Team Tamilas, they played the whole of Series 2 together with this lineup. And now in Series 3, with the latest addition of Jin, it seems like Jin fit in perfectly and they could work it out. But keep in mind that both these teams were very similar in skill, and ultimately Team TAMILAS, they were a lot more consistent. So I do feel it is a very well-deserved win for all the hard work that Team TAMILAS has put, and I really do hope to see GE again in the next Challengers series, because I feel that they can come back with a huge vengeance, with a huge goal to take revenge on all of the teams that we can potentially see here, CA.
I think GE, they're going to be angry with the way this series ended up going, but they're going to be, it's sort of going to be an experience for them. Like, hey, we tried to make a couple of roster changes, and even though they banded together towards the end, it just wasn't enough, not in time. For TT, Jin coming up humongous, TT now looking like an extremely scary roster. It's not just a 5-man team, they're a 6-man roster with any player able to sub in and sub out of time. That's just absolutely phenomenal. I think especially in the last map, it came down to the difference in the discipline when both teams are coming down to, because in the attacking half for TT, multiple times you saw the rotations come through in the end of stages. They like to play it very slow. But for GE, it was fast and done, quick and dry, and it just didn't come up as strong because Flex was just on point. TT 12 to 9, 13 to 9 will be 13 to 10, sorry, will be able to take that win for themselves and set a date with Exili, the team who knocked them out in Series 2. So TT, the revenge is definitely on. We'll see if they're able to pull it off.
Indeed, guys, you've got to come back for the matches tomorrow. If you like Team TAMILAS, they will be playing. So remember to like and subscribe, click that bell icon so you don't miss any action that is about to come. So tomorrow we will have the lower bracket of the grand finals, and then we will move over into the grand finals where we will crown our champion. So subscribe, it's going to be worth it. Follow our socials, links are in the description, as well as a massive sale on LG monitors to buff your setup and treat yourself. And also, Series 4 registrations are now live. All links are in the description. It's a great place. Check it out. My name is Apollonia. I was your host and caster for this game here. And CA, thank you for joining me. Earlier, I had Aggressive, who was amazing to cast with as well. And we hope to see you guys tomorrow, where games are going to be a lot more explosive, a lot more close, and definitely spicy. So until tomorrow, take care, good night, and happy gaming.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're young, I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.